You're now tuning into the sounds of the POTNAS Podcast.
Running very beautiful. Give me the applause.
Yeah, this is why you need to get back on the board, young Dino. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the world's greatest podcast. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you're at on the globe. It's that boy, Young Tizzle.
What you got to say, bro?
Hey, let's go. Hey, it's the POTNAS Podcast, and it's the last episode of season 5, man. Hold on, let's go. Man, I'm so cool, and I'm so raw. I passed it up to D where he about to get it off. Hey,
about to get it off. Shit, I'm about to get it on.
Hey.
I already know I like my girl up in a thong. I'ma keep going all night and all day. I already know on my knees and I'ma pray. I'ma keep it damn going.
Hey.
I already know I'm so cold, I'm fucking snowing. Damn, pass it off to Courtney.
Come on, Corn Pop, are you gonna flow? What you gonna do? You don't even know. Man, you got the fresh cut, man, hold up.
Damn.
It's that boy, Corn Pop, on the cusp. Man, on the cusp. Fuck!
He tried to give you some
It's good. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on.
It won't happen.
Ladies and gentlemen,
It won't happen.
the day will happen where Corn Pop will conduct a freestyle.
He used to rock a mic. Y'all
on the last.
everybody right now, go to your Googles, go to YouTube, and
Right.
look up.
What do we got? Hold on. Wait.
I don't know what to tell you. Look,
Courtney, what do we have to pull up? What do we have to type in the keywords in order to find this freestyle that you speak of?
I would have showed y'all. I would have showed y'all if
Fix your mic.
I would have showed y'all if I knew where it was.
He lying,
Oh my gosh!
I have to give you some queries, but I don't know if they're gonna work.
This nigga capping, bro.
Hey, big cap.
The thing is,
Boo!
I'm not terrible.
No, I agree.
I just listen. I have.
Why don't you perform this? That was your moment.
I have.
We set it up. We talked about it before we started recording.
You said you from Houston.
No, it's not
Stage
stage
fright.
right. It's not stage
No.
right.
He's freestyle before.
I have an expectation of excellence. If I can't do this shit, I ain't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? I know my place.
We talked about like image and stuff before, right?
that,
Last season, yeah.
It's not even about image, bro. It's just not my thing. I don't like it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the POTNAS Podcast, where the four of us are going to deliver our perspective on topics, news, and shit.
The 5 of us. Lunchbox is in here.
Yeah, Lunchbox is in here.
7 Keikos.
Lunchbox and Ren, they're my dogs, ladies and gentlemen. Even though they're not on the camera right now and not on the mic, they are in here. So
one on the camera right now.
one's on the camera. All right, there we go. Yep.
And he's not gonna leave.
He's human, so he heard you. So he
Yeah.
knows exactly what's going on.
All right, first up, we got the. All right, we got Dino, aka the Dictionary, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, yeah, Dino love the kids. Shout out to Drayson and Drew from Juju B. What's happening?
Next up, we know him as Corn Pop. Don't stop. Give it up for Courtney Javon Coleman, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, he hates that nickname.
Ren loves me. Look at him looking at me. All right, man.
These
All
are
right.
my niece and nephew right here.
All right, and last but not least, I am the most extraordinary, explosive partner of them all. You motherfuckers, you ain't never had or will ever have a friend like me.
Hell no.
You're not last up.
Yeah, God damn it, it's the Love Thrizzle Young Tizzle, baby. Oh yeah,
What about the pot that's sitting across the room from you?
What?
Yeah, come on, let's go. That is my love.
Yeah,
That is my love. That's always been on there.
It's
always been on
We
there.
don't use
Huh?
the hoe like that.
Who did that?
That was me.
It's been on there. We just don't press it a lot, but it's there. Yeah.
What about the?
And I'm Sam, and I'm here too. Hey, y'all.
Hold on, I was getting to you. Oh, okay, all right.
Sam, it's so good to have you here.
Jonathan,
You
you
sound like a stepchild.
you
You look
said,
amazing.
and last
Sam Bam.
but not least.
Right, after the intros, and you know that I always... Come on.
Sleeping on the couch tonight, bro.
Hell yeah, nigga. You better play that PlayStation 5 you got, nigga.
And I would gladly... Yo,
have fun
to our listeners.
The couch is comfortable as fuck.
So if you couldn't tell, we are fresh off a happy hour. This is becoming a weekly tradition for us.
That was good.
But it's great that we are conducting in this type of activity because it leads to better content and better showcasing. But anyways, no. If you've been listening, if you're a consistent listener, you know that after I get through the partners that are here, then I shout out everybody that's on set, and then I give a shout out
bro,
to.
I'm trying to get some of the whole, bro.
All right,
yeah, bro.
all right.
Yeah, you over explaining right now.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Sam here, she's amazing. We know what's popping.
Okay, all right. First lady is joining us, whatever. Even though she's not on camera, she is behind the scenes. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for she is Sam Bam. Give it up for Sharon. I mean,
I can leave. Okay.
You fucking up.
I'll take my kids and leave.
Nigga snitch, nigga hope, nigga bitch, nigga
my bad, and leave.
Maybe I just tried to introduce you, but I didn't want to.
With my bed.
all right, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, lunch. I gotta be fair.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you're at on the globe, listening to the world's greatest podcast. This is POTNAS Podcast, where we deliver our perspective on topics, news, and shit. We are your partners. We have already introduced everybody, and let's go ahead and get into the first topic of this episode, season finale. All right, season 5. All right, we are 37 episodes in. Since the birth of our... Yeah. And it's still been less than 2 years, and we're 37 episodes in. And that is a huge accomplishment for us, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for us. Yes. We have been spending 37 episodes delivering the best, authentic, raw discussion and conversation and dialogue and comedic, in comedic style, in comedic relief, to you all, so that it generates dialogue, conversation amongst you all, right? But anyways, so let's get into some takeaways of this season. So we welcome 2 partner babies, all right? Drayson and Keiko.
Yeah, man. Shout out to children. Shout out all the children.
Yeah. We've had some pretty amazing guests on this season so far. You know, we had Check Chaser Chubb, ladies and gentlemen, yep. And then we had Jazzy B, one of our extended partners. Do we have anybody else? I think that was it, right?
Yeah,
so far. So. Yeah. And then we have to give a huge shout out to our partner that is not with us right now, but is our co-host, B-Rad P, Coolin' and Pullin', ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
I ain't jealous.
The boys in Chicago about to make his way to Costa Rica. Have a safe trip, brother. We love you. We miss you. Can't wait to see you in season 6.
Yeah, whatever.
All right.
He in Costa Rica right now?
Yeah.
I thought he was in Chicago.
Nah, fuck that shit.
No, he's in Chicago, but you don't listen. Okay. All right. Yeah, but anyways.
I wish I go Costa
Rica. So, y'all want to get into any takeaways? Y'all have any takeaways from this season before we get into debrief of the week?
Damn, takeaways. Well, I was taken away from much of the season with my baby. Yeah, I got a lot to talk about with that. But I mean, no, I will say, you know, this season was, and for those who've been listening, like, I'm talking about season 1 to now, and even beyond. Like, season 1 was like just us like getting started. I'm gonna go ahead and, if you don't mind, I'd take one of those. But
it's grouped together.
Oh, okay, no thanks.
No, you help me, please.
Okay, wait, you
the boys got candy on set. That's why you hear the clicking and clacking in the background.
The thing that's so dope is, like, you know, I'll say this season, and I've even heard this from other people, listeners, you guys. And that this season is different than previous seasons, and that this is a season where I think everyone's been very comfortable being who they are.
Yeah.
Good or bad, right? And so the beauty in that is that we really want y'all to get to know us, and I think there have been some really candid moments. There have been some really beautiful moments of clarity between us, and I think that is something worth celebrating that you probably haven't seen before in previous seasons. Us kind of eroding some of the structure that used to kind of, you know, I would say
they used to lead us into a lot of wars.
Right. For sure.
Right.
I think there's something there that the fluidity that we've been able to, you know, we've given latitude for, like, we've given some breath for breathing this episode. And so, you know, there's some what we really want, I'll say, or I statements, what I really want is for y'all to make sure you tell us what you liked about this season and what you perhaps missed about previous season, with some of the strength, with some of the growth. Holla at your boys.
Courtney wilding out right now. This nigga drunk on. Yeah. Fine words, Dino. Courtney.
Sorry, bro.
Do you know what we're talking about?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any takeaways for this season? It was good to have you come back, bro, and you've come back in the rarest form, right? It's been awesome. Like, bro, you've talked so much in this season, more than you have talked in the past 2 seasons.
But he talked more shit, I would say.
Yes, right. And you talked about that eroding layer of us, right? Mm-hmm. Courtney is coming out of that PC form, and he's like that last episode. I got a lot of feedback about you saying, like, man, like, I miss Courtney. This is the Courtney that I've been waiting for the longest time. Got some really great feedback about you last episode, and just all the episodes you participated in. But
yeah,
I'll let you speak on any feedback that you got.
I think this season has been like I honestly think this season has been this has been a realistic season. Like, this has been a season of, like, life. Like, you have had,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
your child.
For sure.
I was dealing with life stuff. Mm-hmm. I think what's the beauty of this, like, doing the whole podcast thing, is, like, listening to people, whether it's a guest from, like, we've had specific guests in the past where it's certain topics where we can kind of get tangible takeaways, but we have also, this season has been a season of taking what we've learned from previous guests, being comfortable podcasting, but also understanding, like y'all have had a brand new baby, a beautiful baby, by the way, a very beautiful baby.
She's perfect.
I think this is just like a testament of, like, the listeners listening in and hearing you, Dino, and Bradley, and not me. And sometimes it's just me, you, and Dino, because Bradley's out. It's just life, bro. Like, I think, and it sounds weird, and it sounds like there's no context behind what I'm saying, but I think it also is showing a lot of context. Like, this has been a season of just, like, 2022 has been a very interesting year for me personally. I can't speak about y'all, but
ditto.
2022 has been a very interesting year. So I've enjoyed listening to y'all without me. And to me, it's actually funny. It's the first time, because I remember. So let's share this with listeners. I feel like I don't want to go too deep.
No. Just
go deep.
I've always been a man of, like, when I started doing this, when I accepted doing this 4 seasons ago, or whatever season we're on, I get lost. But whatever, I get into, like, I told JT, or I didn't tell you this beforehand, but now I told you recently. I typically listen to, like, things that I could throw on, like, 1.5 times the speed. Get into, like, the tangible shit that I'm listening for, and then I get off.
Yeah, get in, get out.
But listening to a podcast that I'm a part of but not on, actually is very, like, it was funny, bro. Like, listening to, like, and I typically don't listen to myself as a potter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When we post episodes, I want to go back and listen to my own episode because I recorded. I know exactly what we said. I'm not gonna listen back to what I said. Yeah. So I thought it was cool listening back to
observe
that was on. Yeah,
because you got to see what the DNA of it is. Yeah, without your direct contribution. I agree. I
got to see what the value is in episodes of just being in the car and laughing. Like, have you ever just chilling, like, as if you kicking it with people you know and just talking. You know what I mean? Talking
Facts.
I thought that was cool.
Yeah. It's been great.
And Sad Bam.
Yeah.
And a ham?
Do you have any takeaways?
Yeah.
Thanks for asking. That's what she wanted to say.
She's mad because I muted her because she's been fidgeting with the mic and shit, and it's causing a lot of feedback. You good?
I feel like this season has been, like, kind of the most.
And now I'm in trouble.
No, ain't no coochie tonight.
Now I'm in trouble, right?
No coochie for you.
I'd have turned the camera on her.
Dude, I'm still cute.
Oh, shit. Mango Tango.
That was a good drink.
Yeah. I was wondering.
When you made those.
Yeah.
I feel like this season has been, like, the most, like, conversational.
I would agree.
Like, less pressured, more, like, authentic conversation, and I haven't been on a lot of episodes because like it's not for me, but I like listening back, and y'all feel more comfortable. Y'all synced in. It's not as like pressurized.
Seeing where it goes, yeah.
I enjoy y'all's company in my home, so here we are.
Yes.
All right.
Because before I was like, y'all need to go.
All right, shut up.
Oh,
I mean, just seeing the growth.
today?
Yeah. Just seeing all of the growth that we've done these past 5 seasons. First 3 seasons were really rough for me because like we were building the foundation, and I wanted to make sure that we were presenting ourselves in the most.
You need to mute Courtney because he's doing.
Yeah, now you're fidgeting with the mic.
I'm sorry.
Come on, y'all. We're doing a live podcast show. Yeah. Learn how to drink around your mic.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Right.
But I think that goes to like the one thing like
it's real, live in effect, working up the mic.
I've learned to just let him talk.
you know what? Go ahead.
I know that's right.
The thing I was gonna say was the podcast. This season is the first season I realized that the podcast was an idea to talk and do a podcast. When you think about you do a pod. Let me drunk talk, bro.
Yeah. Go ahead. Podcast was an opportunity to fucking podcast.
When you think about
And then the podcast.
when you think about let me
I
finish.
apologize to our listeners.
No, this is great. Go ahead. Get it out because I like where you was going.
No,
No, go ahead.
Like the
No, fuck me.
podcast.
No,
Stop, D.
cut me out. Just cut me out the podcast. No, what I was going to say was when you think about doing a podcast or anything, people don't realize. Don't laugh at me.
We're listening.
You holding it in case you want to laugh.
I'm trying. Go, nigga. I'm trying to
Y'all let me just talk.
All right, just go. Just go. No, no.
Okay, there's a lot of one point. There's a lot of work that goes behind a podcast.
Yes.
Right. So when you talk about a podcast, it's not just a podcast. Like someone has to edit.
Yes.
When people like we have said crazy stuff and it has to be edited out.
Yeah.
Right.
Being real with y'all. Like
Yes.
if we're gonna be real about the
We
podcast.
had real moments.
We have said some real stuff and we have to edit it out.
These videos that you
Because of
see.
like we have to be sensitive to what our listeners listen to.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
And-
everybody is sensitive these days.
Yeah. And then
Let's talk about it.
On
Let's
top
talk
of that
about
too, like just figuring out what y'all like. I mean, like I personally I'm a consumer too, so like I get it. You know what I'm saying? I like videos, I like short clips. Our attention span is short. So like this whole thing is just like a big like learning experience
Yeah,
to me. The
yeah,
podcast
I
to me
feel
was
that.
like
I feel that.
I think this season it really hit like damn like it takes a lot. You know what I'm saying? A lot of your favorite podcast people they do that shit full time. We don't do that. We got
Well, they
lives.
also have crews.
Yeah,
like
they got
a
crews,
production
they got
crew.
production,
Yeah.
they got all like
the ones I listen to.
First
They
of
have a
all,
whole.
you just had a baby. You just had a baby.
Yeah,
Like
just-
I don't have a baby, but like I'm
Do you want a baby, Courtney?
I want a baby.
Courtney has a
Boy or
lot
girl first.
going on
Girl,
behind
girl,
the scenes
girl.
too.
Girl.
You want a boy or a girl first?
Girl.
Man,
This nigga got 12 doors. What you got?
Courtney,
I would love
you
to
want a
have
boy
a-
or girl?
I would love to. First of all, I'm about to show up at Drayson's doorstep for the basketball.
Pull up. Oh, he hooping.
No.
Like,
I know he's tall
you know,
enough.
I already got a hoop for him.
No, we ain't talking about that. I'm talking about 10 foot.
Okay,
Not
he,
the little-
it don't matter.
All right.
1 month old.
Let me
We
take
can hoop
control
now.
of the show again because
1
I am
month.
the navigator. All right.
Oh,
So,
this nigga go.
thanks for the takeaways.
How do you
all right?
feel? Any takeaways, Tizzle?
The only takeaway that I have is just I appreciate our growth. I love how transparent we've been. You hit it right on the head, Dino, when you were saying that we've eroded all of the PC shell, like the politically correct shell off of us, and now you're seeing the most authentic version of ourselves in our most rarest form. The reason why we wanted to put this podcast together and present it to you all was because we thought that our conversation was gold.
It's a very PC answer, bro.
all of the everything that we were doing. I mean, it
I wanna say
maybe it's
I
crazy
would say.
like how that transformation has happened. We've been PC at the beginning because we were trying to kind of
PC?
ease people.
That's what I was gonna ask.
Politically correct. We've been
But I wouldn't use that to describe it. Though.
Okay,
I know what you're
well-
talking
I
about.
wouldn't use PC as we. I'd use PC as you.
We've scripted. We've not scripted, but
As in
we've
corn.
we've been we've been very all right. We've been very cautious. We've been very cautious.
okay. I see what you're
Yeah, we've been very cautious of how we present ourselves.
Good reason. 'cause
Yeah. And
But for good reason. Yeah.
right,
Yeah, facts.
right, because we wanted to make the content as authentic, but like digestible and
you
presentable
go.
for
There
you
you
all
go.
to actually be able to present, and you can listen to like out in the open, like or
And it's a constant evolution, bro. Like it's learning.
Yeah.
Like I remember there's episodes we've had like literal growth opportunities for us. Like we've had people on with whom we've learned new vocabulary, new like perspectives. Like okay, I'm a cis het man. What the fuck does that even mean? We have to dissect that and learn about that shit. That
shout out Irma
because like
we need to get her back on.
We are gonna get her back on.
She busy. She out here.
No, she's
fighting for good.
What have they been up to? We should create a segment for that, right?
Much or the way we live in this bullshit.
I mean, it's a lot of Irmas out there. You know what I'm saying? We could definitely for sure get somebody.
But like that right there, like that's just one small example of the microcosm of experiences we've had on the from beginning to end, right? Well, not end, but like from then to now, bro. I can point to so many experiences that are just like that have helped to expand my mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So let alone what I've heard from other people who listen, who's like, wow, that's really dope that you heard that and you lived something similar, or you thought that, or this made you see a new perspective on topics, news, and shit.
Oh yeah. All right, let's get into a debrief of everybody's week and what we're getting into this weekend. All right, so Sam, you want to kick it off? What you been up to?
Okay, so I'm extra. So as you know, I am teaching kindergarten this year.
Gotta give it kids.
I'm going into my 6th year of teaching, which makes me officially a veteran teacher.
OG with it.
To the point where I can be a mentor teacher and get a stipend for that. So
Sam, how does it feel to be an OG?
I got a reality check yesterday. Last night we went to like a dinner with like the whole kindergarten team. Now I'm used to being like the young one on the team, and I'm officially not that.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, how old are you?" I just turned 22. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, you the baby.
That's not me. I remember when that was me, but that's not me.
Yeah.
But like I'm extra because like I give on to like the aesthetics of my classroom. So I went in a week before I had to and started setting up. I brought Keiko with me, and we were setting up my classroom.
That's player.
For what she's allowed me to do.
You care. That's good.
I do care, and it's all about the environment. But I officially start on the 1st.
So you back at work.
Yeah.
And baby girl officially starts school on the 1st too.
Oh,
baby girl.
Keiko Marie.
Keiko.
School?
Daycare.
She's going to Primrose Daycare.
Yeah.
Nursery.
And she starts on the 1st too.
Oh,
and
I remember those days.
We went and dropped off her diapers and all her stuff.
Well, I got a great piggyback.
No.
It's
right,
crazy.
don't talk about it because I will bawl my eyes out. Like
I was sad last week because I thought of daycare from her perspective.
How was that process like looking for like a daycare for y'all?
Oh, it was easy because I mean that's the good thing about like our network for our listeners that follow me and Sam and that have kept up with everything that we've been doing, right? I know, Rand is freaking ridiculous, but for all of our listeners that have kept up with Sam and I, as far as like just this whole journey, right? With us having the big network that we have, because it is big, it is huge. We've had it, right? It was easy kind of finding that daycare, right? And so we just had to ask everybody that was within our range, within the 10-mile radius, hey, what daycare do you use? We asked Dino. Yeah, what do you recommend?
What are the rates? Yes, like Keiko's a little pricier on that end, but you pay for what you get.
And there's literally a daycare that's across the street from Sam's school.
I can walk there.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
and,
gotcha.
Did Jewel go there? Or
no, we toured
she went to another one. Okay.
She wound up going somewhere else because that made more sense. And it was good. It was good enough.
But we had other friends that had a daughter that was currently there, or both of the daughters.
Were there.
Yeah, both of the daughters were there.
Like I mentioned their name, and we got our referral free and got our registration fee knocked off because I just mentioned their name, so we saved like $300.
Oh no,
the other part.
The referral. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Is that it, Samuel?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Boring.
All right, Dino.
Stupid. Yeah, man. So I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I'm not gonna have this prolific ass debrief. I have a newborn baby at home, but he made a month. Now I will tell you this: on Tuesday of next week, we come to a point in time. We come to a milestone in my life where me and my wife have 6 weeks of life beyond postpartum.
Oh my God!
What does that mean, though?
So
Jonathan
make
knows
you
what it
horny,
means.
baby.
So what that means is, thank you, Austin.
Yeah, baby.
Austin Powers, actually.
Put my glasses on so I can read what you're saying. I'm sorry.
So you must wait. There's a period of time by which you, after you have a child, where you have to wait before you can fornicate.
What the fuck? He's trying to fuck. Yeah. He's trying to fuck.
So this is what I'll tell you.
Sorry.
We spoke about this, so I have consent to share this. So okay, it's been a little minute,
Oh,
right?
she gave you consent to send?
Yeah, I can speak on this.
All right, cool,
So it's been a minute because medically necessity.
Oh, okay.
Medically necessary, I should say. But when we do kick things back off, which is really soon, I'm so excited about it. I ain't gonna lie to you. We're gonna take a trip. So Jen's been watching this show on, I think it's on Netflix. I don't remember. Something about sex rooms or something. I can't lie to you. But
It's a documentary.
It's what?
And
No,
she's
it's
like a
older white
designer,
woman.
but she designs people's
It's a
sex rooms in their
docuseries,
homes.
that
Sex
one.
rooms?
Yeah.
It sounds crazy, but I watched
Oh,
it.
y'all
with her,
into
and
that.
It's actually really ill. No,
Okay.
no.
I
No,
saw the
you
preview. I saw the preview.
It's not that at all.
Be real. It's all
50 Shades of Grey is actually
But
my
into
favorite.
what?
good. Look, hey, that was Jen's like cutting point. Don't
Tell me about a room.
It's all good. It's all
Look,
good, bro.
don't tell them what's in the room. No, but real talk. No, really, check the show out. It's dope. But what it got doing, it got us talking, right? And so we're looking at this. Yo, what? Okay. So I mean, yeah, sure, that too. You know what I'm talking about? But like we got to talking, and we're like, okay, well, we went in our room. You know what I'm saying? And so we came to a consensus. It was Jen's idea. Actually, I'm not gonna lie to you. We're gonna go to one of these like toy stores, like sex shops / smoke shops.
Oh, yeah.
Cindy's.
Like we're gonna go and just go peruse for the what do you call it? Like the return to.
So, question.
Okay.
Do you go to shop for
Yeah,
the
know about that?
Do you go to shop for the benefit of her or the benefit of you?
So I mean, you know, I would say
Because I'm
say both.
not familiar with
which is
how-
why you should watch this show that you talk about right now. I'm telling you, shit. I watched the episode and I was like, damn, this shit kind of cool because it's like different type of couples. They have highly conservative couples. Like, how do they explore sexuality when they don't even believe in like?
You need to check out the place I was talking about before.
What?
I'm sorry. Back to the
Yo, they probably can help out too. You feel me? They probably have a curriculum.
Interesting.
But, no, yeah. So that's the education coming out. Shout out to all the
Dino got membership already. I know. Been there.
I think no.
Okay, so
That's
they
why
have
we
no
walked
idea what
away.
we're talking
I'm
about. I'm
excited. I'm
sorry.
excited because-
Ignore the context. Just keep going. Sorry.
No, that's funny. I don't. Anyway, I'm excited about that, and yeah, it's not super profound, but I will say, I would encourage y'all to I wouldn't say do that, but do some shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think I said this last time. Trust me.
Keep it spicy, huh? All right.
It's spicy, baby.
Hey.
Go to a sex shop together. Pick out, and each you got to walk out with one thing for yourself.
Yeah, baby.
Period. That's what you got to do.
Oh, for each?
Each of you have to walk out with something for you.
Sam, JT, have you done that?
We haven't.
You haven't gone to a sex shop?
No.
See, our sex has been the same since 2000. No, I'm just joking.
So 2013?
I'm just joking.
That nigga's
Damn,
tripping.
that's a long time.
That is a long time.
Boy, if you don't
A
get
lifetime ago.
Your niggas been in the same shit.
What about that new position?
No, I'm just joking.
No, that's funny. No, we've definitely been in sex shop before, but like this is a deliberate thing. Like,
Yeah,
we're going
cool,
with,
cool.
and we're going with new insight because we know new shit about different things. You feel me?
We're gonna walk in with the stroller.
I mean, you know.
Clearly, we've done this before, but we don't.
We need to see about some new shit.
Interesting.
Sam want to take Keiko everywhere. And
You can't take it to the sex shop.
damn
Though,
sex
we'll
shop.
babysit it. Don't worry. I promise.
Yeah.
How you gonna babysit Drayson and Keiko?
Nigga, I'm seasoned. I got a jewel and a
Good
Dre.
season.
All right, Courtney,
I'm drop jewel off in my
what's
mouth.
how's your week been?
My week hasn't been as interesting as y'all's, but my week has been cool. I've been honestly, I've been battling between.
Oh shit.
Interesting enough, when we was talking about but before this, we were at happy hour. We were talking about just life.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about what my end goal is at my current job.
Okay.
And it's a new job, so like it's difficult to have that conversation when it's a new job. But I know what my particular passions are,
Yeah.
and like what I think. So my whole goal, this week I actually decided like my actual goal is to retire at 35.
Wait, damn.
35.
They single?
Meaning, when I say retire, I mean like I'm gonna still do like stuff on the side, but like my retire from
You don't have
corporate
to
life
work 9 to 5 anymore.
at 35. Yeah, retire from corporate life.
35.
35.
Dare I ask, how old are you now?
30.
You've hit the 3 up.
So he got 5 more years.
So I got 5
That's
years.
ambitious as fuck.
Yes.
Well, I mean,
actually, I think it's very conservative.
Do you have a real estate tip
That's
for
crazy.
today, Corn Pop?
Yes.
All right.
Real estate
I have a
tip?
real estate tip for today.
Because that's the industry for our listeners. If this is your first episode of POTNAS Podcast, or if this is your first time
If this is your
hearing,
first episode, go back and listen to some of the previous ones.
Yeah, but Courtney is our real estate / sports enthusiast. And so one of Courtney's segments is real estate tip of the day. So
yeah, and this is on the spot, so I'm actually coming off the head with this one. But real estate tip: if you are interested in getting involved with real estate, whether it be your personal home or a secondary home,
investment property,
whatever it may be, my advice, and I'm no expert, so I have to always like throw this little asterisk in there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no, whatever. Consult with your people, but it's a great time. And if you're in Houston, if you're in the greater Houston area, the growth in Houston last year was number 2 in the nation behind Dallas. So Dallas was number 1, Houston was number 2. We grew 20% last year. Damn. So when you look at interest rates, when you look at all this stuff that's going on, people in Houston always have this question. They always ask people, like my partners always ask me, hey, bro, it's a good time to should I buy? Should I wait till whatever? I'm telling them. And one other interesting thing too is another big city, California. It's the first year as of 2021 where they had more people leaving than coming into the state.
Yeah, they're coming over fucking here.
Yes, so
it's crazy.
that should tell you something about the market, like what's hot and what's not.
My real estate
and why.
tip is to, if you have the means, obviously invest. Your first property, make it a duplex, make it a triplex, make it a fourplex, multifamily.
I think some people would probably want to know more in depth of what you mean by that. Like, how much would it take for somebody to invest in maybe a duplex, like you mentioned, right?
I mean, can
you explain what a duplex is?
I get that question all the time. I get a lot of people ask me, like, yo, how much do I need to invest?
Yeah.
That's a general ass question. I'm like, so the good question is, or the reverse,
how much you got?
My question is, no, it ain't even that. It's like, okay, so if you're in the market for a single family or a personal home, but you're debating between personal home or duplex.
Oh, you talking house hacking type shit?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like you could buy a personal home for $300K, $400K, whatever you want to buy, $200K, or you can buy a duplex for $200K, $300K. It's the same thing. Like it's the same process. It's the same down payment. It's the same XYZ,
which is paying for. So
it's the same. It's no difference. So I can't speak on your pockets, but I can say, spend the money if you can, and you're willing, if you're in the position to do so. Spend the money on a multifamily where you have one side it's you're paying for and your family's paying for, then rent out the other side.
Yeah,
take that.
Preferably before you had kids.
And if you live in if you live in an area where duplexes or multifamily homes aren't a thing, then what do you advise those people to do?
If it is a thing or if it's not a thing. If you go into an area where you have there's some for
our listeners that are in Wyoming and Montana and
they got them shits everywhere.
Yeah, I mean if they're not in your specific area, like there's some places where it doesn't make sense.
We have remote listeners. From an investment standpoint, you have I can't give you the answer to your life right now. You have to figure out what's best for you in your city and your situation. Everywhere is different. Like if you don't have duplexes, a lot of places have fourplexes, or some places have great Airbnb type. They're in a great city for Airbnb, so you could buy a personal home and build or have a dwelling unit in the back built for or a one family home, right? Or one They sell small homes, right? So
the point is, my whole point is, if you're at a point, and if you're at the position to do so, engage in opportunities where you purchase your personal home, maybe your first quote unquote dream home, because dream homes change. But purchase your first home, but add to it, give an opportunity for you to actually rent out and have somebody bring in income outside of your personal home. That's my real estate tip. We'll leave it at that.
All right, cool.
Oh,
You got anything else?
Nope.
For your debrief?
Nope.
All right, cool. Well, my debrief, I pulled both my hamstrings.
Hell no!
And yeah, it's because I've been doing sprints and my morning workouts. Right.
I
raced you on a messed up hamstring.
You got 2 messed up ones now.
Right, yeah. And I'm walking bow-legged than a motherfucker around the house. And then we saw the Nope movie. Did you get a chance to check that movie out?
Not at
no,
all.
not yet?
Nope.
So,
It's a good one.
a lot of mixed reviews for this movie. Sam and I specifically, we enjoyed it. We really enjoyed it. This was much better than his last film, Us. Even if it probably wasn't his last film, but it was the last one that we saw.
It was
The thing about Jordan Peele is like his goal is to like leave you wandering and leave you with
It's always to
questions
leave you
and
thinking.
pondering.
Yeah.
But like the questions that we left with Us is because it wasn't like it wasn't concluded to where you're like leaving with like, what if they did this?
It wasn't
blah, blah,
wrapped
blah.
up neatly
At
It
all,
left
and it
loose
went
ends.
like left, and it like took a plot line and then shifted towards the end to the point where they couldn't like fulfill that plot line enough for you to like gather or deduce what was happening.
Yeah.
Versus Nope, like you're like you left
You can put it
satisfied,
together.
but you
Yeah.
still had your like inquiries and
Got
stuff
you,
like
got
that
you,
to
got
where
you.
like you're,
Right.
well, how did he do this? Da, 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 da. And I don't want to give it away because you haven't seen it and it
Please
needs you
don't,
to
yes.
watch it. But like.
It was very intriguing. It took a lot of conspiracy theories that already exist, and then a couple of what ifs. Like, what if this was this?
Yeah.
What would you do? How would you react?
Yeah.
And how would you engage?
Or how did it end up this way?
Right. And so
But you were able to answer it enough in a conversation to where you were fulfilled. with
you
the
can
movie.
tell that he did his homework for this. He took all of the
Well, that's the
criticism
thing he
from
does every time.
Get
That's
Out
what-
and
that's
from
what-
Us, and
yeah.
then applied it to this film while also keeping the creative, intuitive aspect of it. And so, and Daniel Kaluuya and Keke Palmer. I wasn't a huge fan of Keke Palmer before,
did
and
a good
she got
job.
some respect from me for sure this time.
Why was you not a fan?
It's just like it's certain actresses and actors
Have you seen
that.
that Keela and the Bee?
That was her first movie.
She went ham in that.
That was
She
her. That was her
great.
first movie.
Look,
Was it
she
not?
got-
Was
I
that
didn't.
first ever?
Nah,
That wasn't her first ever.
I didn't care for it.
First when she
Look,
got notoriety.
you got to understand. I'm a thespian, right? I've done this shit before, and so like
She
I've
was
been
really
on.
good. She was like 5 in that movie. She was really good.
No, I understand that. I understand that.
Amazing in that movie. Yeah.
Look,
I saw a movie she was in yesterday with Samuel L. Jackson. I'd never seen before, like called The Cleaner or some shit.
So
she was really good.
she used to kind of fall in that category of Zendaya and the chick from Grownish, the main character, and like all these kind of. Right.
What was what's the issue with them though? I think they're like,
It was just the overacting and them like portraying like this is how you act or whatever, because this is how people want to portray, or this is like everybody's perception of acting,
First of
right?
all, do y'all know Keke Palmer's real name?
What is it?
Kenesha.
Lauren.
Oh,
Yeah, that's too boring. No, she got to be a Kiki. Yeah.
Lauren Kiana Palmer.
that makes sense though.
Oh, Kiana, Kiki. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Palmer. Kiki
Anyways,
Palmer.
move on. Sorry.
Yeah.
That actually makes sense.
Anyways, Nope was
Better than
cool.
Lauren. Smart move, Kiki.
Yeah.
I fuck with Kiki. Yeah,
Her first
And
movie was
then-
actually Barbershop 2.
Who?
Oh,
Keke
yeah.
Palmer?
Yeah. I mean, she was like.
Yeah, I
four in
remember
that
when Michael B. Jordan was on Hardball.
movie. Yeah. But that
Shit crazy.
nigga
Yeah.
was 6 in that movie.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All right, y'all want to get into
Hardball made me cry.
You pussy.
No, have you didn't cry on Hardball?
Of course, it was sad when
G-Baby died?
G-Baby.
You don't know what I'm talking about.
G-Baby? First of all,
Okay.
okay, Hardball?
That's
and Keanu Reeves?
No.
I am
nah.
wrong.
No, I'm getting the wrong. No,
yes.
Hardball. Yeah,
Yes,
it was
yes,
Keanu
yes,
Reeves.
yes.
What movie are you fucking thinking about?
he is.
Hardball. With G-Baby, the little thug ass nigga that talk shit and cuss, got killed in with drive-by, right?
Hey,
No, you thinking? Oh my
Keep
god.
thinking of You Got Served.
No. He was thinking about fucking
G-Baby was a
Baseball.
kid,
It was
bro.
baseball.
Yeah, baseball.
Yes.
The movie, bro. G-Baby was like, he was
But
like
you made him
short,
seem like he was a
black-
thug.
Yeah,
he
you-
was a kid.
I thought
it was a baby. He used to talk shit. He was like,
Yeah.
It sounded like he was describing Menace to Society.
Remember baby kids?
the baby that talk like this.
That was G-Baby.
He wasn't that bad. Like, he was just a kid that was a product of his environment.
Like
You know what I'm
shit. I
saying?
mean, yeah, he got.
All right.
He was
Okay.
in that movie too?
Who?
Stilo?
He was, yeah.
They're like BFF.
Hey, Stilo gets a bag from Ridiculousness.
Yeah.
He's a bag from that.
That's. I mean, well, yeah. That's
Stilo Brim or Stilo?
Yeah, him and
When
Michael
last
B.
time I
Jordan
looked
were
at
like
MTV? Or is it VH1 or MTV?
Just
It's
like 2
MTV.
weeks ago. 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Florida.
Ridiculousness has from like 11 a.m. to like 12 midnight.
That's all they play is ridiculousness.
So
That's all they play.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing.
And then Teen Mom, like some depressing shit or whatever, or some
Teen
fucked up
Mom,
shit or whatever. And I was asking Sam when I was watching, I walked by and I saw her watching it or whatever. Sam likes
Sam watches Teen
watching
Mom.
miserable people. Sam loves watching
used to watch that shit
miserable people. She watches Bachelorette or whatever. This is the stupidest fucking show on the air.
I don't like none of that
But
shit.
it is entertaining. Like these,
I can't watch none of that
it's
shit.
absolutely
He wanted
ridiculous.
to say bitches.
He did. He almost said it. I'm trying. Way to hold it in.
I'm trying to control my bitch meter.
Good job.
Good lord.
All right.
Bitch, niggas.
Yeah. So
bitch ass nigga.
no, but what was I fucking talking about?
I don't know.
The show. All
Next-
right.
Watch
What's next on your-
stupid
something about
shows,
bitches.
Bachelorette.
You stop yourself.
What was the other
Let's go to
show?
the next bullet point,
Teen
bro. You
Mom.
good.
Teen Mom. Teen Mom.
I mean,
this show is literally about. I had a question about Sam, like, or I had a question for Sam about the show because Teen Mom, the first season, like
That shit's still
y'all know the
coming
premise
for real?
of Teen Mom. Teen Mom was about
that shit's been on since
when it
like
first started. It was about like
2012.
these 3 or 4 or 5 however many of them there were 6 teenagers that got pregnant while they were teens. And then them living through life in like the trenches, in the trenches.
16 and pregnant.
16 and pregnant, right,
And then
right.
the ones that were popular on the 16 and pregnant show got to do the spin-off of Teen Mom.
But then I started asking because
became a porn star.
as the years progressed, right? Hold on, listen. As the years passed by, I started seeing. I noticed the trend. Clearly, I was like, okay, 16 and pregnant to Teen Moms, and then it was Teen Mom 3, and then it was like, and then the show just kept following them. But it seemed like they were still in the same apartment. I was like, MTV ain't paying these niggas. Like, what's going on?
No, bro, it's probably recorded in.
That explains Farrah's.
Yeah, nah.
Apparently, the MTV gives them money to upgrade their lifestyle and their living,
Well, yeah,
but it looks like that they're still in the same
No,
place.
because the one I was watching was the new cast. Like they're still fresh. They don't have the MTV.
Oh, so they got
checks yet.
new
they
poor
got MTV.
people
They got- yeah.
Fuck. They went to the trailer
that are
park.
in
No,
right.
the legit one's in a trailer
No, I
park.
know. I've seen the show, but
Check
this
ain't
is
cleared
what's
yet.
ridiculous.
Huh?
Check hasn't cleared yet.
Right.
What happens is they get them making enough money. I'm trying not to use certain words, but like they make enough money, let's say rich enough, where they get these girls out of their previous environment, and then they making so much they want to maintain their livelihoods, right? Because at this point they're hanging out with Kardashians and shit. Boom! I've now injected them into this episode.
Oh my god!
And my bad, but. The
Well,
thing
not
is,
on- wait,
in order
not
to
on
do
Teen
it,
Moms.
in order to,
Maybe.
yes, there are people who've ascended to that level, but the way they're able to do it is they use the same tactics. There's a chick named Farrah.
Oh, so
The
you
porn
know.
star.
She's
She
a
was
porn
an
star.
OG.
She was an OG with it.
They have variations of the show now. They have Teen Mom OG. They got Teen Mom 3, like where you follow the saga after.
Now she's
Right.
but she's like she's
With the
she's caked
Kardashians
up.
and stuff?
No, but she's they're partners, but like she's caked up. I'm sure. But here's the thing. She got to a point where she was making so much money that like, okay, what's the next thing for me to do?
Porn.
And she
Nah.
How do I stay
You
relevant?
can't make more.
Yeah.
And
You can't make more money on porn
She's
than
also
produced porn on
TV.
she's a special
those
case.
cameras were like amazing. Oh, yeah, she got a boob job. It looks ridiculous.
She
But,
has everything job.
She's making more money. You can't make more money on porn than MTV.
but you'd be amazed.
No, but she used her platform from MTV to maximize and
Her
capitalize
OnlyFans?
on her OnlyFans and her porn.
Her porn.
Because she already had a name.
Good for her.
And that's what it was. I think that I don't even know. Like but she can play off the Teen Mom thing. But it was like Young Mom or some shit. She played
Yeah.
off the name of it. Same way Kim did and Paris Hilton, all them. They
Nah, but
that's how it
I mean,
came
yeah.
up, right?
All right, let's move on to news.
Bitch.
All right, cool. Let's do it.
Oh man. I got some news.
All right, so we got an update on Brittney Griner.
Okay, that's what I wanna talk
The
about.
U.S. has
Breaking
offered.
news. There's a trade.
That's what I was gonna say too.
We have
Minnesota Timberwolves.
the U.S. has offered a trade to Russia. The U.S. has offered to swap convicted Russian
Number 1
arms
pick and number
dealer
2 pick.
Viktor Bout, number
he's
1
a,
pick for Russia.
Number 1 prospect with twins.
Bro,
As part of an exchange for imprisoned Americans Brittney Griner and Paul
That's not even
Whelan.
funny.
Nah, this
All right,
nigga's like
so my question to you all is this the right move?
No.
Yes.
Yes. It sucks.
Explain.
Well, so,
Expound.
so it's funny. You said no.
Why?
You said yes. I actually happen to live in the middle because no, it's fucked up, right? Like this guy is really fucked. They call him the dealer of death or some shit. He's the worst arms dealer. He's solely responsible for hundreds of thousands of deaths, probably. Okay, a few thousand.
No.
Bodies.
No.
Well, he's admitted to this.
No.
He served 15 years in prison.
No.
Damn.
He served less than 10.
No, nigga, he served 15. They
Fake
said
news.
this. Okay, all right, Trump. All right, Trump. No, he served 15 and he had a sentence of 25. So he's just getting out a little early. Good behavior. So I think it sucks because this is a really despicable human being. And,
That's where I am.
And Brittney and this guy are in prison for vape cartridges that she was prescribed by her doctor. So it's like...
Wait, where did you get the message that she was prescribed?
Yeah, where'd you get that from?
On
Fake news?
They got it on the camera. They got
Oh, okay.
If y'all been keeping up with this, like they finally on the trial that they've been having.
She was prescribed some vape cartridges?
Yes.
For
That's
what?
a thing. Yeah.
Yes, there's different methods of intake.
I didn't know that.
For what?
You can get pills, you can get syrup, you can get edibles, you can
Lean?
get
No, but what was the reason?
cannabis. But even
Like she got
regardless,
prescribed this because
who knows? Anxiety
To help
It's a
her
million
with her,
different
like,
things. You can get it for
yeah.
depression, anxiety,
Right, it's prescribed to you to help
insomnia,
you perform better,
ADHD.
and it's allowed in
PTSD.
right. It's allowed
everything.
on this side of the earth.
But here's the thing: she brought them, and she said this. She brought them mistakenly. She didn't mean to bring a band.
She was packing in a rush. She was
That's
packing in
why
a
I
rush.
say,
She
look,
put it in her bag,
She's playing off
and
season
then
in Russia because they don't pay her
right.
enough for
This
the
is the
WNBA.
thing. This is the thing. She has.
Can we talk about
They
that?
are threatening her for 10 years.
10 years in prison
for an accident.
Yeah,
Which
The other dude
I
is
think we
14
all
years.
can agree that that's BS, right?
That's crazy.
What I'm JG. We all
He's
can
laughing at
agree.
something in my
I'm
screen.
sorry.
Yeah.
We all can agree that the guy that what happens is obviously Russia has very harsh consequences.
laws. Yeah.
But the United States has a guy captive, and we just when I was saying fake news, whatever. This is the guy. His thing was he was selling
Arms.
He was selling arms to nations that were intended to attack the United States.
That's a fact.
Right.
Yeah.
So he has a legitimate reason for being
That's what I'm saying.
detained.
He's a fucked up person.
When I say it's a good idea, it's a good thing. Yeah, but I think it's actually messed up because it's like from basketball, from Twitter terms, basketball terms. It's like we're trading away. Like we're trying to get Brittney Griner back, and we're giving away a true criminal when we're actually getting back somebody who's not a true criminal. So it's almost like you're giving away like
We're giving Brandon Bill
It's
away
not- it's
and
not
for
an even trade.
Bradley Bill.
people were saying like
We're giving Bradley Bill away for
yeah, like
or we're giving away Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving for Bradley Bill. You're just like, what?
I mean, Bradley Bill is cold.
For both of them though?
I'm saying, yeah. So I get your point.
Yeah.
It's
I
the
see where
point.
you're going.
We're doing too much, but we're doing what we have to do to get her
I would
back.
say, but is there any other way? It doesn't seem to be so.
It's actually
sad.
sad. You know what I'm
fucked
saying?
up.
Because dude was
That's
here.
why I say I'm like boom and boom. I agree. I
But
don't
what
like
threw
it,
me
but
off, bro,
it's
is
what you gotta
that
do.
United States. I mean, like any other nation. It's not just United States, but nations keep people captive that are true. Like,
Criminals.
yeah, criminals. But like, damn, I'm like Russia is really tripping, bro. Like she had like a weed
But
pen.
you realize what's happening. Russia's using this as leverage.
tactic to- leverage to get their
it's
people.
leverage, bro.
But it's sad.
They
It's like, bro, you
know
can't
this is
toy with
ridiculous.
somebody's life.
No, but they
for
can.
they
So
can't.
they've
You're right.
invaded
They
a
can.
country.
They can.
They've invaded an entire country in the name of Mother Russia because they can. They want to.
It's within their jurisdiction, and that's why they have the leverage over. And they know that she is
in
a
their
celebrity
country.
of some stature or some sort, right? to us, and so that's why they're like, "Hey, how much do you want for her?
I guess what I'm trying to get
how much
at
are you
is,
willing to give
so
us for her?" And I know that sounds
like,
bad.
It's bad.
From our perspective, we're potting
Slave
about
trade
it,
type shit.
but we really don't know. Like, she really could be going through some shit.
Oh, no,
like,
I know that
she
she
could be
knows.
having a can of beans type shit.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm
okay,
saying?
yeah.
Like, no, I ain't trying to like, no, not even some funny, like trying to be joking or whatever. Like,
No, I feel
we
you,
don't know what she's really
What's
like
really going
dealing
on.
with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's really, really sad that like Russia can. Not that they can do that because it is a law, and although hindsight, she didn't know that.
Yeah.
But bro, like, she didn't kill nobody. And
Nah, but Pete, you know what's fucked up about it?
It's Russia.
She was there.
Yeah, that's what's fucked
She
up
was
about
there
it. It's
playing
Russia.
off-season ball for
Right.
them, like for their audience.
she played in Russia.
Yeah,
I thought she played in China.
No, bro, she played all over that region, all over. Right. When you playing overseas,
she was.
You should know that.
That's why really she got locked up because she was dunking on them niggas.
right?
I thought she was playing for them.
All right.
That too. You know what I'm
So
saying?
she was looking on niggas.
We all right. Hopefully,
You know what I'm saying?
the Biden administration can, in the U.S. and Congress and all of that, can
If
bring
Trump
her
can get
home.
Kodak Black and ASAP Rocky out, Biden, you got to get this together, bro.
Biden needs it, bro, because he sleep.
But that was different because they were locked up in Europe, right? This is Russia. I mean,
Y'all also
right.
Europe, nigga?
No, that's Russia's in Asia. Is it? Or is it?
Nah, fam.
Oh shit!
Is Russia in Asia? What'd you say?
All right.
No, wait, no. What'd you ask me?
Is Russia in Asia or in Europe?
Come on, bro.
Come on,
bro.
It's in Europe.
No, you better. Hey, let me take a picture. He on Google right now.
He trying to figure it out.
Which continent?
Bro, you don't know what Russia is?
Come on, Russia. We're talking about Russia. That's Eastern.
I think it's in.
Eastern European.
Russia is not in Asia, bro.
Come on, G.
That's
Damn.
obvious.
Wow. That's
Which continent
Saudi
is Russia
Arabia.
in? It's located in both Europe and Asia. Okay. Well, I was partly right, and y'all were right too. So cool. All right, moving on. So, Donald Trump says he would ask LeBron James
Can we? Bro,
if he desires. No. We're gonna talk about
that
him.
nigga
I can't,
and his mama. I don't
Donald
wanna talk
Trump.
about
Hold on. Let me get it
mama,
out.
bro, his mama dead.
Donald Trump says he would ask LeBron James.
I don't like Trump, bro. That nigga evil.
I hope his mom. I think his mom.
She gotta be.
Y'all gonna let me get it off?
Oh no, fuck that nigga. Donald Trump, really? He's news.
Donald Trump says he would ask LeBron James if he desired to be a woman so that he could be the best woman basketball player ever and form the greatest women's basketball
So they
team.
don't have to get Brittney Griner back.
That's terrible.
Shit's stupid.
Now, when you see this clip,
Bro.
it's actually quite. I found it hilarious that this was
So you're saying
absolute
you're a
comedy.
Trump fan. You're a Trump supporter.
I'm absolutely not a Trump supporter,
but so
I've been
explain
saying
the
for
flag that you got in
years
there.
that. I've been saying for years that Donald Trump literally could be a comedian if he came out with
Yeah,
a
he's a
comedian,
joke. That's why I
a
don't
comedian special. I mean,
it
a comedy special on Netflix, bro. You know how many people would actually
You don't
watch
gotta
that?
do that because you can just pull up clips of him on YouTube, compilations, and laugh for hours. This nigga's a
So
joke.
what y'all think about his comments about LeBron?
Listen, okay, I'm ready to go into the next.
I can't tell you how little I care about this.
Speaking of Donald Trump, DaBaby says he fucks with Trump because he's a gangster,
Oh God.
and he kind of I'm paraphrasing, but the media. He says that the media blows all of his actions out of proportion.
Who his actions?
Both.
Or Trump?
Trump's.
pretty much
Trump's.
is canceled as Trump.
So
That's what he's saying.
is my question to you all is DaBaby trying to get back in the spotlight of controversy, or is this literally just how this guy
Man,
is?
fuck that nigga.
Yeah, but nobody gives a fuck about the.
Who's listening to that? Nah, I was being serious.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be funny. I fuck with him. His
He's actually
but
like.
who's listening to? Like, what does he have out that's worth listening to?
It's not even. Listen, it's not even about his music, bro. It's about like, his statements have no like merit. Like
Yeah, no, I agree.
the music, you can follow his music at all, but like as a person, nobody's really caring about what he has to like.
to say.
So you're saying that
outside of a bar.
So his
with
opinion
Megan-
is-
his controversial actions is starting to outshine his actual music.
I mean, I don't know if anyone really ever gave a fuck about what he had to say.
Yeah, I don't think he ever was.
his music is what niggas was listening
His music carried him, and I think what my point is, everybody is entitled to their own opinion, which is cool. I think this opinion, whether he tried to market it as like a thing that okay, this about to pop off or not, like I think it's lame because it's like you can't make music to like you. I can't get my.
He
own
can't get a
opinion.
stir. Like you can't get a buzz from the music. You got to talk about some shit about you support Donald Trump now because he's a gangster.
His music has been hidden, but like to certain people, not to me, but like to me, he's very, very like the statement was very goofy of him to say like, oh, well, Dr. Trump is just the media just stirs it up, but like, bro, like, stop it, stop.
Well, since we're on the topic of music, right? Beyonce speaks on her new album that's coming out this weekend, which will be on your airwaves by the time this episode comes out, and she says creating this album allowed me a place to dream and to find escape during a scary time, because this album was constructed during the pandemic. So the inception of it started like
that album.
Yeah,
that whole disco,
Renaissance.
You can't fuck my soul. That's okay.
You can't fuck my soul.
I mean, whatever.
You can't break my soul.
Break, that's what I said. Y'all heard fuck? Y'all are disgusting. That's terrible.
You said it.
I said break.
Fucking my pussy.
Run it back. I said break.
You definitely said what you said. I was looking at us. You said
break. So I got a little too from Mississippi.
Are y'all anticipating this album? Are y'all part of the Beehive?
No, but I am. She's a great artist. I anticipate it's gonna be a good album. I actually heard the album.
You heard the album already?
He got a LimeWire on BearShare.
You know what I'm saying? I got a plug. Shout out to,
send it to me.
I don't want to put my plug out, but shout out to my plug out. It's a great album.
on a track.
My nigga
it's a great album.
Told me in a good way. But I'm gonna tell you right now, anything B does is gonna pop. I mean, it's Beyonce.
Yeah, she top 5.
But what was ill to me, and we never really talked about it, or at least not with me, is how Drake came out with this old disco ass, Vogue ass music for the LGBTQIA plus community.
Wait, whoa!
No, listen, hear me out. Let me finish my point.
You thought he made that for?
No, I'm not saying. But
No, you said it.
They received it. What? Are you kidding me?
You just said he made it for the LGBT.
You don't even know what I said, nigga.
LGBT.
That community. You said it.
Yeah, I'll finish my statement.
LGBT.
So what for the LGBT for the HP iMac. So here's the thing, right? When I say that, what I mean is they grab it. They that was their shit. That was their anthem, right?
Who's they?
I said it.
Who?
People who vote.
No.
People who love doing a good dead drop.
Who? The community.
Who does that? The
community.
What
That's
community?
the nickname for it.
A plus and allies. Niggas who love a good vote and a good drop.
So to clarify, dance music is for.
No, not dance.
No, it's not for them.
Let me finish.
That's what it was. So that's album.
Damn, I wish I could finish.
Okay.
So he made this song like that nigga was. He didn't make my. I was okay. That'd be right. But he made some shit sound just like it. All my cis het men partners was hit me up. And what the fuck is this Zara ass waiting room?
It's a dance album, bro.
Elevator music. Like no one was fucking with it. Like
it's
nobody
a dance
I know.
album.
Beyonce drops. You can't break my soul. You can't break my soul.
And then they all automatically approve it, right?
Disco house. This is amazing. But y'all was literally just dogging the fuck out of Drake. Talking about where's Future? This music's trash. This is boo boo. I don't want to hear this shit. I'm not like. But then Beyonce dropped You Can't Break My Soul. And it sounds like the exact same. So my point is, I guess this album's gonna be disco. I don't really know. That's why I'm asking. Do y'all know much about the album, the project? Is it like inspired by the 70s?
It's not a dance. So like Drake.
Was that just one joint off the whole cut?
Well, the thing is, Drake dropped a dance album.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
You can call it dance.
Some shit so
you can play the dance album. Are we getting?
No, I mean it's like labeled by like.
Wait, what the fuck is this? See,
this is the album.
I disapprove immediately. Disapprove right now. Fuck it.
I may be playing.
I'll get stung by Beehive. Disapprove.
So Drake dropped his album as a dance album.
I just had to make that point known because the same people I was talking to, like you and me, talking right now. Yeah. Drake dropped niggas like, oh, this is trash. What the fuck is this Zara waiting room music? But that's like Beyonce dropped me was like, hey, this shit kind of hard. I ain't gonna lie, you can't break my soul. But I was confused.
I think it's a difference because like Drake. This I already had this conversation with somebody before.
But you a Drake fan.
Yeah, I am, but not like a diehard. Like I'm not like
you are with like.
I guess my point is when somebody hasn't, when somebody like Drake hasn't dropped in like a year or two, and he's on top of the game, it's like when something. Dino,
I see what you're saying.
Dino, if Dino was like, bro, I got some shit for the pod. I'm ain't gonna tell you what it's about. I'm gonna drop it. You know what I'm saying? Like, think of the context, right? And we're so used to what you drop.
Yeah.
And it's some left field, like, but you give context and say, well,
I was thinking
this is why
avant-garde.
Right. This is why I dropped it. And it has merit as to why you put that, but like we're like, no, bro. Like you usually put. That's where I see like Drake's album. Like, yeah.
No, I feel you. That's what I'm saying.
Beyonce is Beyonce. Beyonce's untouchable.
So
Beyonce can.
It don't matter. She can fart just on.
That would be a.
It's gonna be lit.
Top off.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, unfortunately or fortunately, I don't know. I agree.
Sam, are you a Beyonce fan?
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm part of Beehive, but I mean,
Sam, who's your
I
top three?
I mean,
woman
and
artists?
she's from the H. Come on, are you kidding me?
Aaliyah, Rihanna, and
Come on now.
Beyonce's not in your top 3 women.
she's not
You put
Beyonce's
Rihanna over
not?
B?
You have Leah who?
Riri.
I fuck with her.
And who
Aaliyah
else?
in the top 3.
Above it. You're thinking about it.
It gotta be
you're
B.
doing too much.
They gotta
J-Lo.
be
That means you're a hater for no reason.
I'm not a
B,
hater,
Riri,
but I don't just
Riri and Aaliyah.
Like,
fuck
I'm
with
not
them.
knocking her, but I
I'm
just
telling
don't
y'all,
be
man,
vibing.
it's all
Like,
hype.
she does have some hits that I do enjoy.
I'm not a B.
I
I'm not.
completely disagree with everything being said. What we were talking about, that shit different.
Yeah,
What you mean you
Completely
like
disagree.
that's her top 3. She's not saying she's not saying
Who's number 3?
she said Aaliyah. She said J. I said J Lo, but she said Aaliyah, Rihanna, and who else?
Let her finish. What's
I
number 3?
am Rihanna.
Who's number 3?
Rihanna,
Who's number 3?
yeah,
You can put. I'm sorry.
gotta be B.
I'm like you.
All right.
This is why I know it's a struggle because you're
It's not Beyonce. She don't be listening to Beyonce.
There's literally no one else.
I really don't listen to Beyonce.
No. Okay, cool. So who's your number 3?
Who could you even put there?
She probably has like a lot of.
Hey, don't
I'm
influence.
like an eclectic
Don't
music
influence.
listener.
It's okay. It's okay. Whoever you're.
But
It's
she's
okay.
not. Beyonce doesn't come up on
Sam,
my
I'm
shuffles.
asking you, who's your third person? If you had to right now go look into some music, who's your
5
third
seconds
person?
go.
Not influenced by JT.
What
JT,
point
don't
is
do
this
it, don't do it.
proving?
It's not
Alicia
proving a
Keys.
point. I'm asking a question. Who?
Alicia Keys.
Cool.
Jen fucks with Alicia. Really heavy too.
So it probably goes Aaliyah,
point-
Alicia Keys, Riri.
The point is that you'll be surprised, just like she can do no wrong, right? And I'm not arguing
can?
that point.
Alicia
Beyonce,
Keys.
Beyonce cannot, right?
Yeah, Alicia
in,
can't
in
either.
our
First
book.
of all, Alicia Keys can do no
Listen.
wrong. You're right.
Yeah, she cannot do
The
wrong.
point is,
She can have
we
sex with my
acknowledge.
husband, and
I think Jen would agree. She loves Alicia. She loves
All right,
Alicia. Though.
we know Beyonce can. We have acknowledged the fact that Beyonce can do no wrong.
JT has
right?
influenced this household.
Yeah, big time.
I can already see where it's coming.
Before you know, Sam will be talking.
Go ahead, bro. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
J-Lo's number 1.
I put Ashanti before J-Lo too.
No, because you know what? You know I know he influenced it because
okay.
Alicia Keys is a very JT answer. But go ahead.
But
keep
in
going.
Ashanti,
No, but
the
Alicia
Ashanti
Keys is.
before Beyonce to me too.
Go ahead. JT.
I like Alicia Keys
that's
before I met.
blasphemous. That's crazy.
Ashanti before who?
That's crazy. That's literally
Beyonce.
that's
Beyonce.
She's not saying that she's an overall better artist than
No, I'm
Beyonce.
not
She's
saying
saying her preference is that's her top 3.
I'm not tripping.
So, but how y'all are reacting to it, y'all are saying, no, she's not a better artist than. She's not saying that.
We didn't say that.
She's
We didn't
saying
say
you
that.
asked her top
We didn't
3,
say that.
and that's what you asked.
No, we didn't. We didn't respond that way.
Yes, y'all did. Y'all literally just what Ashanti before Beyonce. Y'all literally just reacted like that.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
listen,
let's be clear. I didn't say Ashanti.
Because
was my
why?
top 3. I said Alicia
Because
Keys.
why?
she said she would rather listen to Ashanti
Yeah.
over Beyonce. Not
okay.
she's a better artist. I still disagree.
Y'all
though.
literally
I'd rather
just
listen
said-
to
We said, what's her
than
top 3? She said
all
Ashanti. We were cool with it.
Why
I
you
didn't like
disagreeing
Alicia
with that?
Keys.
That's her top 3.
Beyonce is not in my top 3. Listen, I don't listen to Beyonce in my
Don't
top
attack
3.
me for her not being in mine.
One at a time.
Bitch.
What?
I have no idea.
Right.
That's what probably.
It was
Yeah,
aggressive.
you asked her top 3, and you said that she's not your top 3.
I
Is
said
she
she's
your
not
top
my,
3?
No, I said she's not. I don't listen to her top 3 because she doesn't put out music like that right now.
Yeah, not at
She
all.
don't have.
Has she ever been a top 3
Is
for
this
you?
all timer right now?
Huh?
Is this like
No,
all
I'm talking
time?
about, I asked her right now. Like, who's the top?
Let's do it right now.
Because I don't want to talk all time. Because
No, she's not.
Lauryn Hill,
She doesn't put music out right now. Like her right now, it's not her.
Erica Badu. Like right now, who records music and who's putting out music right this second? You're saying who's your top 3 female artists?
It wouldn't be Beyonce. She don't put enough music out.
Beyonce does it. She only has one song out right now. That's not a good question. Come on,
Cat.
we're potting right now, y'all. You got to ask a better
would have to
question about
say-
it. Has Beyonce ever been in your top 3 as far as what I'm listening to right now? Okay, all right, okay, okay, cool.
Yes.
All right, let's move on.
Probably like the first 20 years of my life.
But things change because
The
like
first
so
20
has
years.
top,
Okay.
well, I don't know, 3, maybe
She
5.
stopped making music.
So has like Sierra in my top 5 at some point in time because she really ran no air. I mean, she was popping at some point. So it was
Interesting. I learned something about y'all. That y'all are like mainstream listeners. Like,
Bro, Beyonce is from
mainstream listeners, bro.
no. D said that Sierra was in the top 5 at one point in time for him, as far as like
artists right now. We're talking
that
about
you
like
listen to.
moments in time.
Yeah,
Like, we're
that's
talking about
accurate, bro.
strictly right now. Today's date is July whatever 2022.
and you listen.
right
Is Sierra
Sierra
was
at number 5 right now?
I'm saying there was.
Why'd you say that then?
Was.
Oh, that's what I was talking about. I said of all time. At some point, you were.
No,
I'm not
just-
saying
you
all
said
time.
two
You're
things.
saying all
You said all
time.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, not all time, but like at some point in time.
Of course.
She was
So
top
was Ashanti at a
5. So
point
that's
in
what I
time.
meant
So
by
was fucking-
mainstream.
But JT,
You're a mainstream listener.
No, what I
JT,
listen
She has
to.
never been in the top 5.
JT.
Even when she was mainstream,
JT.
she was never a top 5
was
or
not-
top 3 for me, ever.
You
Question.
bugging.
And I learned that about
You
you.
bugging.
It's not.
How am I bugging? That's facts.
Let me answer a question.
What?
If Sierra at her prime wasn't in your top 5, who was? Can I maybe you can't think about it. Who was your
No,
top
I
5?
can.
Who's your
Because
top 5?
Sierra
When
was
Sierra was in her prime.
Sierra was in her prime from
In her
2004 to
Who
like
was your
about
top 5 above her?
I'm sorry, maybe 2000 and
J-Lo?
No, it was 2004.
Top 5.
No, wait, stop.
above her. That's
all
Don't
time.
speak for me
That's all
first
time.
off, and then just listen.
Top 5.
So her prime was
Yeah.
2004
You got 5
to
slots.
like around 2008, 2009. So that's about a 5-year. Jamie Foxx was in my rotation because Jamie Foxx.
Who's women? He said woman.
vagina?
He said woman. He said woman.
Oh, women.
He
Oh, I'm
did.
sorry.
What woman do you put 5 women?
Mary J. Blige.
No.
Jill Scott.
2004.
Yes, around that time,
Who has
nigga.
music out at this time?
Jill Scott had around that time. At that time, Mary J. Blige. Yeah, she was coming. Nigga,
What song
two
was-
gone to cause I can't be without you, baby. That was in the fucking same area. It was. Pull it up. Pull up that fucking song.
Definitely not.
Pull up that song.
It's the same age.
During the same era, the same fucking era, that prime, 2004 to 2008, 2009. Look that song up. Be Without You, Mary J. Blige. Look it up, my nigga, right now. When you ask me what? What?
You're getting crazy. I'm asking you a question.
Because you're saying that I'm wrong and I'm right.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
You saying you listen to Mary J. Blige during that time when she was in her prime? Yes,
you're not
because
listening.
Be Without You,
2005.
You're not listening.
2005.
JT,
That was my fucking point.
JT,
Outside
you're
the
not asking.
Just gave.
That's one song from Mary J. Blige.
I like what I see when I'm
You
looking at me. When I'm
you
walking
asked me
past
why would
I'm
I?
not asking. Listen, stop.
Mary J. Blige didn't
I'm
have any
asking you,
music.
who's your top 5?
I gave you one, Mary J. Blige. You were like, what?
B said because of that song.
No.
What other song? What
named-
other song does Mary J. Blige have at that time that you fuck with?
Runaway Love.
Was it at the same time?
Runaway
Was
Love.
it at the same
Yes,
time?
yes. That was with Ludacris. That came out 2004, I think, too.
Keke Palmer was in that too, by the way. That
Hey,
music
shout out
video.
Kiki.
I didn't know that.
She's amazing.
Was she really in the video?
Oh,
In the video. Oh, in the video. Not the song though.
No, she was in the video. The music
Yeah,
video.
yeah, okay. But yeah, Mary J, bro, she had that song, just fine.
2007. Like when I see you when I'm looking at me when I'm walking past the
Bro, Mary J had the hits.
Give me 4 more.
Not.
Huh?
Give me 4 more.
Why do I have to give you 4 more?
said she
She was top 5, huh?
Sierra's not in the top 5.
Give me 4
She wasn't during that era.
4 more.
Jill Scott. Oh, you said. Oh, okay. 4 more artists.
You said
okay.
you said Sierra's edged out. She doesn't belong in the top
Jill
5.
Scott
So Jimmy's-
was in the mix. All right, and
Jill
then
Scott.
yeah,
Jill
Jill
Scott
Scott.
above
Bro,
Sierra.
I was listening to
Go ahead,
different
go ahead,
music.
go ahead, go ahead,
Like
go
I
ahead.
said,
Go ahead.
y'all were mainstream. Y'all were mainstream
Go
listeners.
ahead, JT. Go.
Jill Scott.
Finish.
All right, Erykah Badu had an album out.
Okay, this on some other shit.
She had Window Seat out.
Sierra
Window Seat. I was listening. That's why I said. That's why I said what I said. Can you listen to what I said?
Keep going. Jill
I
Scott,
said what
Jill
I said.
Scott.
Y'all are mainstream
Keep
listeners.
going, bro. Keep going.
Jill Scott, Mary J, Erykah Badu, and then I know.
Keep going.
See,
2 more.
they're playing me because I listen to neo soul and R&B
Bro, 2
during
more,
the time,
2 more.
and that's why I said
JT, 2 more women.
Last night.
2 more
Alicia
women.
Keys and Keisha Cole and Keisha Cole.
Okay.
Anne-Marie.
Oh, and Marie, yes, I put her over Keisha Cole.
One thing,
Oh man.
Those were my 5
Anne-Marie.
women artists that I was listening to.
Moving on. Moving on.
All y'all did was prove my point as what I said.
Moving on.
Y'all
No,
both
Anne-Marie is mainstream.
are mainstream
She wasn't-
listeners.
Anne-Marie? She
Mainstream
had one
listeners.
song.
Everyone you named was mainstream.
She was not mainstream.
Everyone you named was
She-
mainstream.
She one thing was mainstream. Name another Anne-Marie song.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. And that's what.
Sierra.
Okay. So that makes me lame because I'm listening to music that
Nobody said you were lame, bro. You have your own taste.
I said Anne-Marie.
This nigga just said because she's lame or whatever. She only had one song. That's why I said y'all are
No, her music, her catalog.
That song she had, that song she had with LL Cool J was fire.
4 of the 5 you name are mainstream.
Outside of her main
No,
song.
Yes, they're all mainstream.
Is this a lie?
their music was not mainstream at the time. Yeah, Mary J was mainstream at the
Was it
time.
mainstream?
Cat de Luna.
No, not at the time. No, she wasn't. You name one fucking Jill Scott song that came out during that time that you know of.
No, you name them.
I'm saying that you were mainstream. All right, we're moving on. This nigga,
You name them.
y'all are ridiculous. No, you a clown.
So Jill Scott wasn't mainstream.
That's
She-
crazy.
No, not at the time. No, she was not. She was mainstream from 2000 to 2003. That's when Living My Life was going. Hey, look, come on. Right. Oh my gosh. Y'all are ridiculous.
Bro, come on, bro.
All I'm saying was that I learned that y'all were mainstream listeners.
cool,
and I was like, oh, okay. Because Sierra was a. Yeah,
Speaking of mainstream, what songs are popular right now?
Let's get into one of the highlight topics. We're in the highlight topic segment now, ladies and gentlemen. We have left news. But this is news, but it's part of our highlight segment. Highlight topic number 1. Division's new song. Have y'all heard it? It is called If I Get Caught Cheating. That's the name of the song, right?
Yeah, man.
All right. So,
Division, is he top? No,
Hey, low-key.
is he mainstream right now?
let me play some of it right now.
We cannot monetize any of this shit.
Yeah.
No monetization.
Yeah. Come on, Jay-Z sample.
Jay-Z cleared it only because it was more
Right.
toxic than his song. Song cry.
I was going to get right back. Even the album cover is him walking away with like 5 women pulling on him.
Is he even cute?
I can't really
You
speak
look
on that.
dusty.
I thought Division was like 2 people.
Your hair's uneven.
Group. A producer
You're
and
not that cute.
a vocalist named Daniel something.
Kahlua.
All right, the song is If I Get Caught. That's the name of the song by Division. DVSN. That's how you spell the artist's name.
What if it's not
Division.
an I that goes there? What if it's the A?
Division.
Yo, I don't love you. Hey.
Right. What do you say? Don't let
All right.
don't let one little fuck mess all this up.
Don't let one little fuck mess
mistake.
all this up. All right, so
all this
now
away
that
from
we've
you.
heard the song, initial thoughts. What do we think? React.
So the main premise
React.
is if I don't get caught cheating, that doesn't mean if I get caught,
If I get caught.
it doesn't mean I don't love.
I don't love you.
I
Do you want to speak on behalf of women right now, Sam?
How do you
No,
feel
I
about
haven't heard the song.
I'll say this, though.
so let's just the lyrics. If I get caught cheating, that don't mean I don't love you. Don't let one little fuck mess all of this up. Don't let one mistake throw all this away.
Grown.
He says women like women who women like men who are liked by women.
Facts.
Yeah,
That is true.
I agree with that 100%.
I agree too.
This song is really toxic. The first thing I would say,
I think
in
it's
reaction-
toxic.
How toxic is it?
I don't think it's toxic, bro.
No, I mean,
Can y'all define what
I can.
toxicity
For me,
is?
So
The song.
I'm only making our statement.
No, not the song.
So-
just define toxicity first,
Yes,
and
Dunzo.
then define like what toxic is, like how toxic the song
So
is.
when I say this song is toxic, what I mean by that is
The dictionary is speaking.
The toxicity. So okay, the whole idea of like male toxicity is, or toxic masculinity is something that is oftentimes passed down, right? That socially and or societally that is not good. It's like toxic shit. It's bad. Toxic means bad for you. It's nuclear. It's just not good for you. And so in this song, I agree. The shit he's saying is terrible. If I cheat on you, that doesn't mean I don't love you. But it's also, unfortunately, true. I happen to be the product of some great black men. Some amazing black men.
What do you mean by that?
So
you're a product of some great. What?
I'm a product of course, like a man and a woman who made me. Right. My father's an amazing black man. My grandfather's an amazing black man. My stepfather is an amazing black man. My father-in-law is an amazing black man. Right. My uncle, amazing black man. All these black men that come before me are really dope people, right? They're amazing. All these niggas have had bouts with infidelity. Every last one of them. And so I listen to this. I'm like, damn, we are biologically hardwired. I've heard this from a Baptist preacher, to not be monogamous. That's why it's such a covenant with the Lord, because you really have to commit and try hard as shit to not step outside of your marriage. Yeah. So when I hear this, I'm like, damn, this is true. Well, you don't stop being attracted to women the instant you commit to one. Like you see a fat ass and you still see it and you still react to it. But the point is, you choose not that one, but the one you have. Yeah. So it's like what he's saying. Yeah, it's true. It sounds terrible. I hate, if I fuck off on you, I still love you, baby. I mean, it sucks, but it's true. Like,
so do y'all feel like that you can be this toxic person in a relationship, be harmful and poisonous to the relationship, but also still love that individual? Yes. Like love them as in like you want to 100% do everything? Okay. All right, cool.
I think because love...
You want to expound on that?
Well, because I think and it's different for different people, and I think it's also different and there are some things that people just kind of attribute to being a man or a woman, or like this is how they are, and I won't say that's the way it is. But for me, sex is a yes. I do believe in the idea of spiritual ties. I do believe that this is much more of an experience. You can make it much more of an experience than just physical. But I think for a lot of men, when they have sex, it is a physical experience. I have had physical experiences with women with whom I wanted no spiritual attachment to. I didn't want them to linger or be in my life anymore. I just wanted that experience with them for that moment in time. And so I think that's looked at in different ways with other people. Like, you know what I'm saying? With my lady, Jen's talked about it before, to where she's not going to give herself to somebody she understands the idea of that tether. She believes anybody she gives herself to, she's connected to forever. And you have to be okay with that shit. And you know what I'm saying? So I don't see it as that deep. At least I didn't at a point in time. And so I think when men do that, they're not thinking, yeah, baby, this. They see a fat ass and they succumb to the lust or whatever. Whereas a woman, I think, from what I've heard, it means a lot more to them. You know what I'm saying? So like they may get more. I've heard of a woman who said something about cheating on a man emotionally. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy, because emotionally, I don't want no other emotional relationship. That's just that's taxing. That's draining. Physical is a lot easier. It's at a hand's touch, but like a woman, like the idea of emotional connection, once she's emotionally gone, you're done.
No, 1,000%.
Shit's over. You know what I'm saying? Physical is a lot less important to her.
Sam? No comment?
Go ahead, Courtney.
You
think the song is toxic?
The song is what it is. I think it was a grab for like.
You think this puts division in like the spotlight, or is he like kind of reaching, trying to get him a hit?
He's a good artist. It's not gonna hit. The song's not gonna go
off. What makes him a great artist?
The song's not gonna go off like he thought it was. But I think it is. I think division is saying a point of like what Dino was saying. Like it's hard to talk about because it's the truth.
Yeah, it's like,
and I think every man.
What's true about it?
Every man doesn't want to expound on it because it's very uncomfortable. But like sex or like attraction or like certain women, like there's a physical aspect to it that's like attractive, but we know how to separate physical from emotional. Yeah, and easily. Like, and I know that from experience, from not being in a relationship when I was single. I could easily.
So y'all are speaking to that stereotype that's out there, or that connotation of men cheat physically, women cheat emotionally.
But I know women who are like that too. I was trying not to go that route because I know women who.
In a general aspect, we're not saying all men and all women, but
what he's saying is that he's saying, I think if you want to dissect the song, that's what we're doing. He's saying, you gonna really throw all this away from me just fucking around like this? Like, it don't mean, like, we trying to say is like,
I was probably looking for something that I didn't get, and I just got it.
And if I can't give it to you, then bye. Sorry. If you have to seek another avenue or another opportunity, women are going to look at it because we go in emotionally, and it could be just physical to you too. Like, yes, it's a physical aspect, that the act of it. But for most women, not all, for it to partake in that aspect, it has to be some emotional connection. And so, like, we're gonna deduce that with our brain. Like, you physically went in because you have an emotional connection. It wasn't just all physical. We're gonna like put that in our mind and navigate it. Like, you like her like this over
right
me. We're gonna exactly.
No,
if you're able to act on that and risk what we had, like. You can sit here and say until you're blue in the face, like, just because I did this doesn't mean anything. It does mean something
because you chose her. You chose her to go in that.
And did that with me.
As a woman, can you accept the possibility, the room, the latitude for the possibility that this could have been a mindless decision, just a stupid? Do you believe men do dumb shit?
Yeah, I do, but they also need to accept that there's repercussions for the dumb shit that they do.
But you said that they were choosing this woman, all this shit. They could have just been like, "Is there?"
No, but there's a buildup. There's a buildup. It's never going. If you're gonna like say you're married or in a committed relationship for like a whatever percentage of time, and if you're choosing to step out on that relationship or marriage, there's a conscious decision that you've made to get it to that point. To where like it's not just a physical dumb decision.
It could be a crazy weekend in Vegas.
There's been a build up. There's been conversations. There's been relations. There's been altercations to where you felt comfortable to be in that avenue to where you're okay with letting it build up to that physical act that you cheated and like, yes, I do love you, but I still did this. Fuck that.
Or they got drunk in New Orleans and fucked up.
No, fuck that too. Because like drunken words are sober thoughts.
It's happened for real.
Because like you're still. I don't know.
So no, I'm saying I agree. I think So like if you want to dive deep into like you separate somebody from a relationship, like regardless of if this is me speaking from me. If a man is in a relationship or not in relationships, like there is a want. And there's a need, and there's X, Y, and Z, whatever. Relationships are compromised. I think with the song, it's funny because it's like it makes it like a whole like thing. He's basically saying like, I went out, I stepped out, I did this, but you really gonna let this fuck up? Because what Dino was saying was what women don't realize is like from a man's perspective, this is what it means to us, and what it means, but also what it does not mean. But I think. When you flip that, like I can consciously talk about how I feel from my side, but also like it's reality. Like, bro, you can't just do the shit and then think like a woman's gonna be like,
and be able to see it in the same way that you do.
The premise of the song isn't him trying to say that it's acceptable.
If you listen to it, he's like, bro, you got the hook on it.
It's not him saying like that it's acceptable and this is why you should take me back. He's saying that.
You gonna throw this away for that?
Like he's just questioning. Like, look, I'm letting you know that it wasn't necessarily like an emotional attachment. What Courtney and D are saying, like men for the most part, when they cheat, it's more of a physical experiment, and he's explaining it to her like that. I'm not.
So I'm not. Club.
I'm cheating. I know I cheated, but it's not the cheating that you think it is. It's the cheating it's just a physical like. Connection, but that's it.
Ass.
It's not like an emotional. I want to be with her. I don't care about her. I care about you. That's what I mean by like I cheated. I fucked up by fucking her or kissing her or whatever, right?
Whatever constitutes cheating for you.
That doesn't mean that I want to break up with you or I want to leave you, right?
It doesn't mean he doesn't. It doesn't mean he love you.
Which is that doesn't mean that he loves that person and wants to leave.
Because it can. But I guess what I'm trying to get at is like I could go fuck a
cow.
Yes, I can go fuck a cow right now and walk over here and be like,
my bad.
Courtney doesn't want to fuck a cow, but he's just saying,
like, but from a woman's perspective, like, it's a lot more to that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but we're not going to be able to like escape that mindset from our mind that like it's physical for me. Like what we're gonna think it's emotional. It's this, and it's always going to.
That's what Sam is saying. Sam is saying just like okay, even she's just saying Hey, from a woman's perspective, just be prepared to deal with the repercussions. And one of the repercussions is
to not
a
be with me
woman
anymore.
a woman wanting to cut it off, wanting to end it, and then a woman reacting.
We're taking you away from JT.
I think that's the number one. I'm trying to. We're doing a pod. I'm trying to lay out the playing field for us. For the audience, so that they can understand.
No, I'm for her perspective purposes. I'm trying to take you out.
No, I know, but I'm trying to. I'm just narrating, basically. But all right, fuck it. Go ahead, Sam.
I get the
okay, you think they get it? Okay,
I wanted to hear
all right, cool.
The response. So I mean, because the reason I'm so interested in taking Tizzle out of it because.
But I love him.
You have to. Well, no, I mean, I'll be honest. It's impossible.
Oh, you're saying taking me out of her?
Also, give a scenario.
Okay.
Because it's hindsight bias. It's like saying,
I was trying
what if
to
you wasn't black? Well, that's all I know. I'm a nigga. See what I'm saying? So, but like, what if you didn't have? You know what I'm saying? So I get it. It's really impossible to do it. But I like the idea of trying to get outside of it because there's some things like even hearing you say that, right? I'm curious. Yes, you acknowledge the fact that a man he can fuck on a cow and not mean anything.
That's
but like
weird.
you chose
as
a woman, but you still chose that over me. What?
That's the thing, and you're gonna sit here and be like, "What does she have? What does she do? Why her? Why not?"
But I can tell you,
what wasn't I not doing to where you had to go and like find it somewhere else?
Okay, so that's a good question to ask oneself, or even.
But before you even addressed it to me, you went out and sought it from somebody else before we had the problem.
I agree.
Like, we fixed it
because I know a lot of dudes who've like. I've seen what they chose outside of what they had.
And it's never what it's like what they have.
But it's a game.
It's like a fantasy.
It's a game.
I'm not
right. It's exactly.
Names. I ain't say no names or nothing.
But my thing is, if you still have the desire to fulfill these fantasies, do that shit before you get into this deep into ass relationship.
No, you know what?
Or get with a woman that's open enough to allow you to fulfill those fantasies, maybe together or whatever you're into. But like, don't do that shit like while you're like 9 years in, and then you decide, "Oh, I have a fantasy. I want to." It's too late.
But what if it's not a fantasy? Again, what if
you're not doing it anymore?
It's over.
No mystery room.
It's over.
I want a nurse too damn bad. I'm a teacher.
Okay, I have a question. I don't know if y'all are gonna answer it honestly though. I have a question for everybody in the room, but I don't know if y'all are gonna answer honestly.
What?
Okay, so my question is,
I'm always going to answer everything. Honestly.
I mean, yeah, I don't. You weren't. I'm sure.
It's Courtney.
It's Courtney. I was literally looking at him. So I'm gonna start with you. Then I want because I want the woman's opinion. I would start with her, but I genuinely because I want you to answer as honestly as possible. So
just ask Courtney then.
Honestly, though, right? Well,
because you don't want to ask me. You already know how I'm going to respond.
I know your response. I know your answer already.
Right. So don't ask me. Just ask Courtney.
Would you though? Because then it's a good flip. This song's about a man cheating on a woman and expecting her to accept his faults.
I'm out.
In lieu of the beauty, the grandeur.
I'm out.
Would you?
I'm out.
Accept your woman's having cheated to then get like what's your response? Are you gonna leave if your lady cheats? Don't let one little fuck all this up.
I think
one fuck.
This is the reason why I say I'm out.
Oh, you're flipping it. Oh,
Sam said it best. I think this is my opinion, and I could be wrong, I could be right, but I feel like with women, like they are so if a woman cheats like in a situation, shit was fucked up. Yeah. Things are wrong. You know what I mean? Like
it takes a lot of build up to get to that point. I feel like
it's like there's a breakdown of communication. There's a breakdown in sex. There's a breakdown in this like. Nothing was answered, and it's like somebody came at the right time, right place, and probably provided something. It's like
I'll play devil's advocate. If I'm a woman and I'm responding to you, and I say it was just I just wanted some dick.
That's what I'm saying. I know people who say that.
Right.
Cool.
There are some women.
Get it. You're not gonna be with me. Like it's just my opinion. Like I don't know what you're Like it's just not gonna be mine.
Fuck. You gonna let it mess everything up?
Yeah. What if she's saying? Okay.
Yes.
So then
Sam is one little fuck gonna mess all.
It's gonna mess it all up.
One time and it's over. You don't there's no passion or nothing?
Now
the thought. If you had the thought.
You're married.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If you had the
Take a deep breath and think about it again because you're married and you have a baby.
I can give you my answer.
That thought.
It's done.
What number? One time?
I ain't got no wiggle room.
It's one time. It's one
It's over.
It goes back to what I said. It's a buildup. It takes a lot to get to that one time. Like it doesn't. It's not spontaneous and it's not random.
That's not true.
That's not true.
That's not true.
That's what you think.
That's not
What
true.
are you doing to be in these random ass situations that I'm not aware of?
Sam, what you have to realize is
It was a mistake.
Right.
People fuck up on a whim at the blink of an eye every day.
Did you come on that whim? Because if you did, then it's not, you had a lot of thought process.
So what if we didn't? Is that making cool?
But it's okay. I mean, you ain't catching that. But listen, here's what's crazy. Okay.
We're good, right?
Easy it is to that. They have movies named after the fact that
I thought about it and sucked it back in.
it's easy for a man to bust a nut. Literally, they have movies called American Pie off a dude putting his dick into a warm pie.
That's American
Catching a
Pie.
nut is American
Yeah,
Pie.
you seen that movie?
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, he fucked
He
the pie.
literally fucked a pie.
And came. The point is, it's easy to make a man. That's not the measure of love. Is how much you ejaculate. It's ridiculous. You can fuck a melon and come 10 times. So my point is, when I hear
It's the
that,
sensation.
it's like,
and it's a game.
It's physical. Like
Then go do your hand in the restroom and let
the
it
With
restroom.
Sam, yeah.
Or wherever the fuck. I don't own a
that's
penis.
crazy.
Mom,
man.
crib.
I mean, yeah. Sometimes you might have to use. it.
Okay, all right. So
it up,
hold
do it
on.
in
Let
the
me
kitchen.
let me make a pivot.
I just want to get my answer to this question.
Balcony.
We have a. You're leaving immediately. You're leaving immediately.
I am.
I'm not. I am not.
Interesting.
If your
am not.
partner
You also have-
has sex with somebody, you're not leaving.
I am. No, not. He said, "Don't let one little fuck miss all."
It
of
would
it up."
hurt to leave, but I would have to.
Bro, do you know how much I have?
You actually
at
don't have
stake?
to.
I would.
One
have
little
to.
fuck?
Me.
But see, that's what I'm saying. You have a lot
Nah,
of
that's
stakes.
crazy. That's crazy. One little fuck. Nah.
Why is it a little fuck? It's the same degree. Like, what's a little fuck versus a big fuck?
No, I think he has a good
it's
point, though.
mindset. It's
'Cause
mindset.
you making it
I'm
seem bigger
choosing
than what
to
it
look
is.
at it as
It's
a little
big to
fuck.
me.
I'm choosing to look. You must understand how much I value physical connection with my spouse and how much that means to us. I'm a like. What I
He
say
sees
my
it
highlight
differently.
is I'm looking forward to engaging with her again in that way. Like I can't wait, right?
But not enough.
But so
It's not
it's not
enough
little
because
to
you're
me.
gonna go
It's
with
a lot.
somebody else too.
It shit would break my heart. I would be a mess. But I wouldn't.
You'll be able to get- you'll be able to get past that?
divorce.
No.
We don't even use that word in my house. There's no D words allowed. We gonna be dead before
Darian?
we gonna be divorced. Like
That's a.
I
Excuse
kill
me.
her.
All right. So what if she does it twice?
She kill me before.
What if she does it twice?
Ooh.
What if she does it twice?
But it's not the same dude.
Oh,
It's a
baby.
different-
I mean that's different. But see, we talking about one little fuck gonna mess everything up. I'm not
Two
gonna do it for
little
one.
fucks.
Now two.
Gonna make you
Now listen, if it's two, somebody gotta die because this is my thing. Like if
Somebody
I-
gotta
gonna
die.
get you up.
How are we?
All right, Jen, you got a hall pass.
All right, you got one. You got one pass.
one. I mean, one. Of course, I can get over one.
You know who doesn't have a hall
But I
pass?
can't walk in and
that
see it,
man
though.
sitting across from me right now.
Oh no.
Now, hall pass is different than I'm not going to immediately leave you. You still have to earn back their trust. It's going to be
Immediately.
terrible. You're going to
I know.
erode. I mean, the relationship's going to fucking suck for a while.
I mean, Beyonce went back to Jay-Z.
So I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I'm just saying I'm not going to throw all this away over one.
She's not
little
my top three.
I think also
Alicia
Beyonce.
Keys.
I think it was a lot on the line, and it probably like. All right, so we talked
away
about.
from his previous wife.
I had asked you specifically, D, about relationships being transactional, and is yours transactional? I think that applied for Beyonce. She was like thinking, like, man, you know, when I signed up for this, right? When he asked me to marry him and have children and have this life and whatnot, of course, him cheating on me wasn't part of that, right? And let's say even if they did do a prenup or didn't, right? She kind of factored that and then just aligned that with everything else that was on the line. And she's probably like, all right. She probably had that same mindset. She's like, okay, I can get past the first time, right? Because I know that he don't like Becky with the good hair, but if he does it again,
Jay-Z had
number
to-
two, if she, I feel like that she wouldn't let a second time pass.
He changed it, bro. He rapped about the shit. That nigga got her back. That nigga got her back.
He made a song first about the shit.
I mean, right?
He took her like.
I'm just talking about Beyonce's effort.
A couple mil to get her back.
I'm just talking about Beyonce's effort when
Kendrick Lamar's wife, Whitney. This nigga made a song about fucking white women and cheating on him.
Oh, I didn't know that was during the relationship.
Yes.
But since we're on the topic, let's do a quick pivot,
Yikes.
right? So this there's a Vixen model named Ruby Rose, right? And she has a post saying that I get turned off easily. I get turned off so easily, and I quote. So with that said, what are your thoughts?
Is Ruby Rose a lesbian? Are we confusing? Is there multiple Ruby Roses?
I don't know who this person
I think there's multiple Ruby Roses, but we're speaking. Right.
I get turned off easily.
So my question to y'all is that applicable to you? Like, what turns you off? Name some things that y'all are turned off. I think she was, alluding to sex, right? So she not necessarily just sex, but just like there's things that like if you are trying to come and speak to me, I'm just letting you know that there are many things that will She has a short fuse when it comes to things.
She's nice.
Yes, that's who I'm speaking
Ruby with
of.
an I, not a Y.
Right.
Okay, Ruby.
RUBI and then Rose.
So for Ruby, she got a short list.
She gets turned off easily. I think she's alluding to like also like things in the bedroom, and then also like when you're trying to approach her and you're on a date with her, right?
Silly.
And you're like eating, you're smacking. That may be one thing that she's turned off, right? Now,
I think even before that, I think she's talking about the type of shoes a nigga wearing.
Well, she didn't elaborate, but my question to you all, I'm just using this as a platform and a pivot, right? What are y'all turned off by? What turns you off? If you're dating, right?
Turns you off.
Yeah.
Things that turn me off.
Oh shit.
Like if you don't take care of your nails, guys. I'm that type of guy where I do care about nails, both on the toes and
you care about your feet?
on your hands. Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to put them in your mouth and shit.
Now I know that there's like this.
Yeah, them shits is taken care
of. Like.
You don't pay for them.
There's a topic of discussion where women talk about like how much they invest, right?
Oh shit! Little fuck. Nails up. You don't pay for Sam's nails?
Damn.
No, I don't.
Boo.
So she pays for her own nails. And
I also don't.
Nails, yeah.
Dude, what?
Right. Go ahead.
Good Lord.
No, he gonna have to start chipping in when I take.
I paid for them before.
No pun intended. Hey,
well, hold on. You're not gonna sit here and make it seem like that I never paid for your nails. I've done it before. I'm the one that started. I'm the one that told you get your nails done because she wasn't doing them.
But he still loved me before.
Right. But I'm just saying.
Crusty dusty.
To answer the question.
Okay, go ahead. So nails. What else?
Okay.
Interesting.
Of course, it's like the small things. Breath. If you
That's a big thing.
right.
Large.
You need to get
breath, nails, lotion, and then I'm just talking about the physical appearance, right? Now the personality is when all you want to do is just talk about yourself, and it's clear and it's apparent that you just want to get your shit off, right? And you have no interest asking about how my day is or what is going on with me and whatnot. That's a turn off, right? And then what you're interested in. If you don't have any goals, or if you're just like, what are you doing this weekend or whatever, or what are you working on, or are you in school? No, I'm not in school, whatever. I just kind of left that.
That one actually,
yeah,
I've lived that before.
That's those are things like aspirations and goals and whatnot. And I don't want you to, become the vice president of the United States or to be like,
don't be aimless. Yeah,
right.
All right,
I feel.
You know what you got.
I would agree with that one. Being aimless and just being out here in these streets, and I think that's male or female. I'm sure who this Ruby Rose, whatever, Ruby Red. I think she would agree. Aimless ass nigga who just out here. I think that would be highly unattractive to her. I would agree with a woman. And there are some women who are just out here existing, waiting for a man to come sweep them off their feet like some old fairy tale Disney princess type shit. It's crazy.
What if she has Skechers on?
Okay, first of all, now if you got Skechers and you
you could turn her up into some other shoes,
some other shit. You feel me? I ain't mad at Skechers. You know what I'm saying? If she got some Skechers on, but she bad and she got her own shit going on,
you can put her on.
I put her on.
Where she got a big booty, but she had them Dickies.
I don't even need a big booty. Dickies. We know that. Like
Dickies.
Like
Dickies shorts. Like Dickies shorts.
Oh, so she probably
like they were big, like she had a big ass, but the shorts that she wears is also big. Like it's like
She's
space
dressed like
above
a 19,
the.
she's dressed like a 90s thug. She's probably a stud. And she beat your ass, so I'm not fucking with her.
You don't have what she needs.
Nah, I got enough for her. So I love her. God bless her.
Damn, dude, you looking good. Come over here and get
turnoffs.
Come over and get some of the stud pussy.
A big turnoff is like when people, you know, I'm just bypass it. That's crazy, bro.
What?
I can't.
That nigga's tripping.
I have nothing for that.
Damn, I want to ride that.
Have y'all ever met somebody? Have y'all known anybody?
Actually, I want you to.
Never mind.
Just go, bro. I'm sorry.
Because that's not, because I think like sexuality is fluid nowadays. So like,
What if Young M.A. reached out?
So I have a question. What if Young M.A. was like,
guys?
What if Young M.A. was heterosexual next week and she was like trying to get at y'all?
No,
She got that money.
No, like the same
What?
Young M.A. that you know.
No,
The way she looks now,
No.
she wants some dick.
no.
She's not. You're not
From
gonna,
who?
Like she's
All right, so that's one thing that Courtney's turned off by studs.
well, duh.
You date a stud?
No, I know somebody. I ain't gonna say his name because it's my, you know what I'm saying. Shout him up.
You got a homie that has dated a stud before?
No, he turned them out.
A stud. Wow.
They now have like 2 or
Wow.
3 children. Yeah.
Oh.
Wait.
Yeah. They used to live near him, and he was just sneaking fuck on her. And,
Him?
Yeah, like it was a stud. So that means it was like a lesbian woman who was more
No.
masculine
But
portrayed.
technically, the pronouns is him.
No. Him as in the person who turned her ass back out to a heterosexual.
No, but I'm saying technically, if it's a
dick-loving
stud,
woman.
it's a him.
What?
What? No, if that's their chosen pronoun.
Right.
Nah, but some of them,
Your partner is actually.
she. Her chosen pronoun was her still. She was still a woman. She loved her coochie. Apparently, because she was
We was
fucking
talking
over
about
this person.
studs. You brought up the example.
I know somebody, a man.
Hey, what if your
I was a
homeboy?
stud, right?
Yeah.
So at one point, she had been.
Courtney, what if she's at work and then hold on, listen to the scenario.
Oh yes.
That's
That
not
don't
even a
mean
thing.
that they
What?
they choose the he pronoun.
So is a stud she?
Yes.
Yes.
They call. I thought this was a lesbian.
And she's
No.
still a she.
Just
So,
because they're lesbian
yeah.
doesn't mean that they're changing their pronouns.
What's that mean to you?
Just because they're lesbian
It's not
doesn't mean
about
they
to
want to
me.
be a man.
It's the T. It's the T.
Guys,
And LGBT.
I know. I get it.
No,
I
it's
know,
not,
I know.
nigga.
I'm asking.
No, you don't get it clearly.
I do. I'm asking you a question.
Okay.
When I say, "Hey, I know the stud,"
Yeah.
first thing you think about is what?
A
Give me real.
Yeah,
Give me
this
A
real.
masculine woman.
Thank you. Right?
But that doesn't mean that they want to change their pronoun. That doesn't mean. Fix your mic.
Hold on. Okay, I got a perfect example. You ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
Young M.A. is a what?
No.
Young M.A. is a what?
I got
Young M.A. is a what?
She's still
It's a stud. She still is a she.
Thank you.
I'm not saying
Listen, I'm not saying that.
This nigga literally changed his argument.
In the relationship,
Brittney Griner is a what?
stud.
Who goes at who portrays,
Pronoun.
whose chosen pronoun is what?
How you know what a pronoun is?
She's spoken on it, nigga. She says my
Where,
wife,
bruh?
she, me, her. What you mean?
I got you.
You think Brittney wants to go by a he?
1 second,
He,
please.
him?
1 second, please.
They, them.
It damn sure ain't he, him.
All right. While Courtney is looking that up,
I can
Yeah,
guarantee
because you're wrong. You
Yeah, I
looked
know
it
that.
up and saw that you were
No,
wrong, so you're trying to
I
transition the subject.
I can guarantee you. But no, anyway.
we literally were just talking about it, and I said she all throughout the.
Guys, who cares?
Turn
You know what I'm
so turn
saying.
off, yes.
No, I don't. We don't know what
What
you're
are your
saying. Actually,
turnoffs? What are your turnoffs, Corn?
I don't think I got the
My
money.
turn.
I don't even know.
when it comes to dating, mannerisms, conversation, let's do conversation. Do conversation.
You said
Yeah, 'cause
sexual.
I'm not dating no more. My turnoffs are okay. So 2 things. So
shit.
my turnoffs are my number 1 turnoff
Damn.
is it's not really a turnoff because it don't count because you already are automatically turned off. But I hate when the person that you're with engages in like the thought of something. So you be like, hell yeah, like, we about to whatever, and then like sleep. Oh, that's a real thing for men.
That's
They'll be like, they
beyond
build you,
turn
hype
off.
you up, and
That's
be like,
more
just
of a
kidding.
pet peeve than turn off.
Women will
That's
like
more of a
hype
pet
you up,
peeve.
like even during the day.
God damn it.
On some like,
y'all
hey,
touch
whatever.
When we hang out tonight.
And the one
da,
thing
da.
is too, like when it comes to that, men don't forget.
Nah.
Like, you can say something and think like
Sticks.
you just like trying to be cute,
Boy.
But we remember, and we're like, all right, so tonight it's
you
like
washing up that night before you even sit on
you
the
just
couch
like
to
got
watch
everything
Netflix.
prepped. You
ready.
being in your best behavior, you don't want to mess that night up.
Shaved.
And then all of a sudden it's like sleep. So that's like the number. That's
You
like
sitting there
that's like
looking like,
number
what
one. And you don't want to bring it up because it's like, yo,
You don't want to be like a dick hole. Yeah,
Right,
especially.
right,
That's
right.
crazy. Yeah, that's true.
Two.
But that's not a turn off so much as it is like a pet peeve, probably, right?
No, it's turn off because it's like, well, I say it's a pet peeve, but it's also like, I guess it's not turn off because you stuck.
You already,
yeah, you kind of
turn the fuck off, nigga.
You're kind of on, but like can't get off. Yeah.
So
I say an actual turn off would be, I would say the biggest one for me. I wouldn't even say hygiene. I would say like
that is a big one.
Mm-hmm. It's automatic. It should be
Yeah,
like
that's just-
understood.
that's just
Like,
is
you can't
what it
be
is.
funky.
But I know somebody stinky.
I'm trying to think back to when I was not in a relationship, but like when I was like dating, I think the biggest thing for me, honestly, it was two things really. I'll be real with y'all, because you ain't even got to be like
I know one.
when I'm talking about just like having fun, you got to be interested. Like you cannot be like I don't give a fuck. Like, honestly, I'm be real with you. I don't give a fuck what you do for work. Like
Or how much
like
money
for
you
a certain to a certain extent.
Just
Like
because you do that for work doesn't mean that defines your personality.
yeah, like you cannot be like I cannot like snooze on you. Like you can't sit here and like give me something that I'm just like,
Bo, yeah.
or you can't like if we can't carry out a night at. If I can't take you to a hole in the wall and we just have a good ass night,
time.
like if I can't like okay, just think about it from a boys' night perspective.
Learn a lot
us
about
three,
Courtney.
We can go anywhere. We can go anywhere and have a great night.
Facts.
Right?
Yeah.
If you can't do that same thing with your girl, that's
I agree.
a problem.
I
right?
agree.
Hey, so Drewski posted something. I think this shit was hilarious. He was like,
okay.
It was like a comedy on like how basically literally what we were talking about. He said dudes be having high standards for girls, but don't
we looking
apply
like
it to
that.
itself.
Yeah.
And he was like, I don't date no girl who don't get their nails done. And the camera was zoomed in on his fingers. And it was dirty fingernails. And he was
That
like,
means he was scratching his booty cheek.
yeah. He was like, I
Or
can't
hair.
stand a girl who don't get their hair done. It's just this. He the one who was talking, the one that was scratching his head.
Is it like a humorous?
No, but that shit
Yeah,
real
bro,
too.
you
though,
gotta
bro.
get your hair done, bro. I can't do it with no girl that get their hair done. It'd be the ones that be
His hair looks super dry.
Patting it.
And then yeah.
So
All
JT,
right.
did you get your hair? Did you get your nails done?
He does not.
I do not get manicures, but I do maintain my nails by, the manual labor. Like I clipped them both manually and with nail clippers, and I also file
There's a
them
way easier to clip
and
them.
make sure that there's no dirt underneath my nails and whatnot. It's presentable.
So what if
right?
Sam did the same thing?
Well, Sam is a woman, and she's my woman, and
What's
she
wrong with her just
needs
clipping
to-
her nails?
Manually.
No, her nails now are amazing. Like she can put
I
them
know
in
that.
the
What I'm saying, you just same thing.
If her nails were like mine's, there would be no reason for me to talk to her.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Let's like look back. We started dating in college. Who had the nail money? Because it wasn't me.
No, nobody.
I paid for the nails. Yeah, look, come on now.
I had long natural nails.
It's all
so
things of
like it was
discussion,
the
man.
illusion.
Just because JT doesn't pay for the nails now doesn't mean that, for one, he didn't pay for them before, and then two, that he doesn't take care of other facets of her livelihood, right?
Understood. No, we're
So-
not getting into that. Sam,
Come on now.
what are your turn
All right.
Sam? You didn't answer.
Hygiene. I said dusty fingernails. I
Yeah,
said you have
she
to be
did answer.
humorous, like
Yeah, you
because
can't-
I'm goofy, and if you can't reciprocate
Oh,
that, like
that's
we're
a
not gonna
good
have
one.
a good time.
That's a real good
And
one.
like I'm like a smart ass too, so if you can't take that, like if you're like
Gotta be able
overly
to take a good
sensitive,
joke.
like you can't.
Wake up the next morning and he's like on the couch and
You're not
she's
gonna
like, "What's
thrive
wrong?"
with me.
Overthinking
Well, you
shit.
just said something last night that made me think.
No, it's funny because like me and Jonathan will be hanging out with people and he'll be like, they'll leave and we move on. He's like, I think you kind of messed him up when you said this. I'm like, I didn't mean
Yeah, we
this.
take ourselves seriously.
Savage Sam. We're trying to tell y'all.
But yeah, that's big. And like and just don't be like disrespectful. Like,
Yeah, of course.
if we're going out to eat, like don't be a dick for no reason. Like that kind of stuff.
Oh, do you have? I have a question for y'all as the only couple in the room. So I'm hearing these like kind of turn off type shit, and I'm coupling that with what you say was it's not really so much a turn off as just like an unfortunate circumstance where a woman just kind of, she talk you up. Oh, you wait till tonight. Oh, and then tonight come. So I'm like, okay, turnoffs plus unfulfilled promises. Do y'all, what is there something that the other person can do to make you so fucking annoyed, turned off, that you don't even want, like, you can't even engage with them on a physical level?
Like bad habits?
No, like just
attitude.
Like, there's some time where I've been so annoyed with my lady, like, damn, if she was like, she just get on your nerves so fucking much, like, okay, now come get this coochie. I'm gonna be like,
no, I'm good.
After all that, get the fuck out my face.
Just an argument. Depends on how.
Does that happen? Like that's
sometimes it hasn't happened in a long time, but sometimes if Jonathan drinks too much,
then it's like,
and then he becomes like not. I call him pants. He becomes not pants anymore, and I'm just like, no,
I can't do no with that.
Like no.
Like I'm just like,
you're not you.
Hey,
So that's and then he gets mad
come
because,
here.
and then he's like that, and then he gets mad.
Like,
I'm
hey,
like,
man.
no, and then he becomes an asshole. So I'm like, definitely no.
Yeah. So that's mega turn off.
And he wakes up like, what happened? I'm like, you were so mean.
No, you were zombie pants.
That's why I don't get like that anymore. But for me, it's just an argument. Really, that can.
It's
like,
hard for you to get over that shit to where it's just.
It depends on the gravity of what we're arguing about, and if she's being like ridiculous or like just too much of an asshole.
Correct.
Then, what is that?
Because women can never be wrong, right?
Facts.
If it gets to that level and she just can't take her head out of her ass, then I'm ready. Like I'm just like, all right, then it's over. Like it's over. Like I'll talk to you tomorrow. I'll talk to you tomorrow when you're
not being
right.
Your head up your
when
ass.
you're not being in the mode that you're being right now.
And we sleep in the same bed, and you turn over so aggressively.
But no, hold on. But that gets me back to something though that somebody told me. Yo, you can never go to bed mad. You can't go to bed angry.
No,
you can.
that's not true. You can.
You can, but you shouldn't. You shouldn't go to bed.
You shouldn't go, but it happens. All right, and so we're speaking like authentically. It happens. I've gone to bed mad before.
Woke up like
right, but I woke up and out of the times, because I can count on my hand like how many times I've went to bed mad at Sam, and it's been under like 7 times, right? But let's just say that it was 6 times, right? Out of the 6 times, I think probably maybe two or three, maybe 3 times I woke up still like upset, but not at the same magnitude as I was when I went to sleep. And it's because like sleeping in time heals everything, right? It literally does. Those 2 things I feel like can literally heal everything. Like if you, like I talked about pulling my hamstring and stuff, whatever. Nigga, I go to sleep and have a good
for sure.
Sleep rejuvenates the body, and then time rejuvenates the wounds.
Time heals all wounds.
Right. So come on now, I'm dropping bars right now.
So they say, you know what I'm saying.
But anyways, so that's my response. Like it's the gravity of an argument that can kind of turn me off.
Fun fact. I went to bed mad/sad the day before he proposed.
That was purposeful though. That was my goal. That was my goal.
You wanted to make sure that she didn't know she was going.
Well, because it was a surprise.
Don't make me go to bed crying.
Sam is very smart. If she catches,
that's like the opposite of
Sam.
I had to make sure she didn't know.
Well, Sam was more vulnerable back then than she is now, and she was kind of gullible too. More than what she is now, and
I would make sure
I had
she
to
not think of
because there was over 200 people involved for the proposal. So I needed her to
proposal.
It was a production.
Okay. It was people coming in, driving into San Antonio and stuff, whatever. And
that has got to be one.
Booking hotels and stuff, whatever. Come on now,
bro. It was a
guys.
production.
I cried myself to sleep. That was too extreme.
Yeah, no, like I was gonna say.
You remember what we were arguing about?
JT was like a multitude of things. There was like money and like you ain't doing shit. You don't got this. I'm like, I just graduated.
And we were both broke too still at the time.
Oh, money is a tough one too. That's
you always bring up money. Yeah,
I'm younger than y'all, so like I wasn't on this. I'm 2 years younger than JT, so like where he was, I wasn't, and it was just like I know, I'm a child.
And I know what your listeners are saying. They're like, "Damn, JT is an asshole and stuff, whatever." JT is trying to throw D in it. JT is a dictator. JT controls the relationship. You goddamn right, bitch. You goddamn right.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
That's not what I thought you were going with that. It's,
Right. I thought he was going somewhere else.
Yeah, I don't know. That was no.
Don't even. Yeah. Why deny what the people already think about me? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
no, it's not that. Like I'm not an abusive.
It doesn't matter. You don't have to fade yourself to
Right.
anybody else because we know what we are.
We are happy.
Nobody else needs to
Right.
worry about
But,
it. Moving on.
yeah. So,
oh shit.
what about you?
That's what I was trying.
Answer your own question.
So
or
for me,
Yeah.
I can answer this too easily. So
what was the question again?
What is something that is such an annoyance
that would set
or such
you
a
off to
turn
not want to
that you can't even engage in that way? Listen, I really like that. You know what I'm saying? I like angry sex. It's a bit more passionate. Ooh. I'm not gonna say what I want to because it's
But
aggressive.
what will make you not want to?
Exactly.
Because you're very.
It is something.
You don't open that.
It has to
can of
be.
worms.
It has to be something that's so strong. I can't get past it mentally because you must understand. Orgasms, for instance, come from the mind. Everything comes from the mind. Everything that we like experience, perceive, and understand comes from the mind. And so, like, if I can't get out of my head, if I can't get past it mentally, it's hard for me to engage physically. And one of those things is, of course, like arguments, but not even just arguments. It's what happens during those arguments. Whoa.
That's for a piece of sour punch straw.
Yeah, I know. You a dope fiend. His are gone.
You're a sugar addict.
A line of sugar. He bumping a line of sugar.
Snorting the line of sugar coke.
A quick little bump of sugar.
All right, so what turns you off? What does it take to make you not want to get into it?
It was
sexually.
I was agreeing. It's
an argument too.
Argument, but it's what happens during those arguments. When I'm really, really, really big on respect.
Trying to make you sting.
So
trying to sting you.
It's
right?
hard for me to get over things that I consider disrespectful. Especially, and this has been proven, when you did the shit on purpose. You know what pushes my buttons. You know what makes me go red. When you do some shit on purpose and then you say like some shit like, you fell for the bait, or or some shit like, you asshole. You knew what she was doing. I'm mad. And they're like laughing and frolicking onto the room. It's like, you knew what you was doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That type shit is like, it sucks. Because it's like,
boy, if
you can get over that shit, you have a grand night. You have a great time. But it'd be hard for me to get over that shit. That's why I say it's what happens during the
That's
argument.
real, like, childish. That's very childish.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
You fell for the bait or whatever.
Before too. I've done some dumb shit. But that
They know how to,
is hard
they know how to
when you push my buttons deliberately,
put the salt in the wound. Oh, yeah.
I probably like passive aggressive shit just as much as that though.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Is it?
Courtney?
Yeah, I'm interesting enough, bro. Like, there's not a lot that can. Y'all know I'm very like.
Yeah,
The situation happens, and I understand like the positive, negative, and all that. But like, if certain things are involved, like, I can get past. It sounds bad. Well, you know the worst part is. You know the. Y'all know what? Hey, you know the worst part. The worst part, like it could be a heavy disagreement in a car. Ooh, we both mad. Ooh, whatever.
He don't give a fuck. He's like, he in there.
I just don't like, bro. It sounds so bad. Like, I don't know how to.
Nothing that's like
Mentally, this can't be healthy. This cannot be healthy. I just don't care enough to like put that over what I truly want to do at the end of the day. Like, so yeah, it's bad. But on the flip,
I think
You
that's
said
good.
you a sex
on
freak.
the flip, no, I'm not. But
that's
like,
good.
If you want it, there's never a moment where you don't want it. Is what you're saying.
That's a good way to flip it though.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Well, that's the question. That's the question. Is there ever a moment where you don't want it?
Damn it.
Too tired.
No, yes, there's a okay, yeah.
What does Kendra or what would a woman have to do for you to be turned off and not want to do it when you're in a relationship with her?
Right now,
is it an argument or is it like if she fart,
bro? You know,
farting is nothing.
I'll be real with y'all. I'm be 1,000%
Back
real
at
with
you.
Are you kidding me?
y'all. I'm be 1,000% real with y'all. There is.
I farted one time. It was,
there is.
It was terrible, but it was like a fun memory. You know what I'm saying?
That's not fun. That smells.
doesn't have to.
Is it enough for you to like
That's
lose
it.
track
I'm done.
and like stop like
Bro, there's
gross?
There's
Fuck
nothing.
a fart, right?
There's
Exactly
nothing.
my point. Exactly. Fuck a fart.
But
After the fifth one,
This is
are
the
you
thing.
like still going in there?
You need to go to the
that doesn't happen to me.
What if she like and then still wants you to eat the
Did
box?
you go down?
Eat the box.
After she farted a little bit.
That like
Whatever you were having it down there, and then happens.
Are you gonna finish?
Lord, bro. Like what? That's never even an option.
Push these niggas.
So look, that's my point. On the for me,
No, that's disrespectful.
for me,
That
I'm
goes to
like
disrespect
for
for
me.
me.
For me, it's
It's
like
over.
listen, whatever we just like did, I could think about it tomorrow. But for on the flip side,
I was trying to spin some shit.
on the flip
Here we
side,
go. Classic coin.
there's a lot of things that like I gotta tread lightly. You know what I mean? Like you cannot get in an argument before.
You're saying for her to disengage?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think I would agree.
But the other thing is too, bro,
actually 100%.
I've learned to like, you know, what's really weird too.
So upset.
Y'all know how like the sensation you get from like thinking about like the night and what's about to happen, but whatever.
Yeah.
I get a really hot, not the same. I get a 70% of that sensation from like shower sleep.
You say shower sleep?
Taking a shower and going to sleep.
Oh yeah,
You're
yeah.
gonna drown.
Some good.
No, I'm saying like taking a shower and then going to sleep. Like
For the
That kind of
fellas,
deep
I got a question.
Okay.
Do y'all like
I can do without
if she falls asleep when you're anticipating it, and she falls asleep, whatever, not purposely and stuff, whatever, but if she's out for the night,
Done.
do you go to the restroom and then beat your meat?
no, bro, I don't.
What do you do? Is the
Time for
question.
that, bro. I'm a grown man.
Do I make you
I'm
horny?
sorry. You guys
actually-
might. I'm sorry.
I mean, that's a really
You gotta get it off.
judgmental response.
You can keep that in.
She's gonna finish one way or the other. I'm gonna use her hand to no.
Like-
Sorry, baby. You
And
gotta-
on that
Now tuning into the sounds of the POTNAS Podcast.
I'm just playing, y'all.
all right, ladies and gentlemen, that is all for this episode.
Y'all funny. Y'all funny.
That's actually
That was gold.
I'm taking her hand.
He said, "Hey, somebody got to get this.
Hey,
this truck
I'm not going to the restroom. She's going to the. No,
This shit, this nut gonna come out one way or the other, huh?
You know, we have a really good. I woke up in the episode.
I'm
Stupid, bro. Y'all stupid.
I need a splash
I will
button.
say this. I will say this real life shit, and I gotta give my lady some profit. She's real good at like, cause shit happens, bro. Shit happens. She's falling asleep. I fall asleep. She's good at making it up. I will say that. That's all I'm gonna say, cause I say too much. But
Like
I
two
don't,
times in one
use
day?
hands without consent, people. I'm just joking.
Make it up like two times in one day, or just be extending the.
Quaalude.
The-
You know?
okay.
Shout out Quaalude.
All right, cool.
Quaalude.
And we'll close out.
That sounded real Bill Cosby.
It really did.
That's how we will get.
So it's
I
all
know,
good.
yeah, that's my wife.
We're
But
going
still,
to,
consent. We love
exit the highlight topics. Ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all so much for tuning in for our season finale
Let's
of
not ignore that
season
JT
fat.
introduce the bathroom as if that's like a normal place.
Nah, I was like,
Did I say the bathroom?
I just went to the restroom.
Or just go to
Is the
like
restroom
the,
safe?
You have to
the
go
restroom
finish
is
yourself off.
safe,
Yes.
right?
You don't be in there like.
For
We have
long.
more than one restroom.
Yeah, we have more than one restroom.
fuck
You
that.
think, why would I go to the guest room
Why not just stay in the
to go
bedroom
and bust off?
and
To
finish
avoid,
yourself in?
you tell me.
Because our daughter sleeps.
Why would I go in the bathroom and bust off on in the bathroom?
I don't know. Why would you?
In private time.
You ain't never
Had a
busted
friend
a
like
nut.
me?
It, like you never like right. On that note,
I'm crying.
all right.
Oh my God.
God damn it!
Before we stop, you ain't never busted nut like me. That's ridiculous.
Sam.
Oh shit. Oh, I gotta do go ahead.
Okay, you thought the night was done.
Yeah, this is good.
You thought it was done,
nigga.
You all of a sudden you have the midnight tinkles.
The midnight tinkles.
Oh my God, P.
You're asking her, has she ever walked on me?
No.
Walked in on me?
Yeah, I'm not even gonna ask.
No. Not has she. What happens if she did?
She don't even know if I
I
jack
think
off or
I
not.
would just start laughing, honestly.
She'd be like, "What, Paz? What are you doing? Are you okay?"
Okay, so it was funny. But then what are you doing afterward?
Go to bed.
Are you gonna finish now? Like, fuck my nigga. That's embarrassing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, you can't finish after that. If your girl catch you whacking off or whatever, it's over. It's over, bro. Nah,
it's
it's done.
Can I finish that for you?
Nah, boo, no, you can't even suck it. There's nothing you can do. Nah, it's over.
I don't want to suck it. It
Right.
got toilet germs.
You gotta take that L, G. You gotta go to bed after that shit.
That's tough.
Boy, what the fuck,
funny.
man?
You know, night be like, you wake up, be like, you okay?
I think Jim was
You ask
asking.
some random ass questions.
You good?
You good?
You good? What the fuck?
Wait.
Oh yeah.
You heard that? Oh, okay.
All right, huh? Hey, I gotta go check something out. Hey, I gotta go to the restroom real quick. Yeah, right.
All right, and with that,
My
we
stomach
will.
hurt.
Oh, y'all
Oh
stupid.
God.
It's gonna be a minute.
All right, let's move on.
Magic.
She's using the stuff that I actually say.
Oh, no.
And I'm like,
Jason,
are you
he been
okay?
booing for about an hour now.
Do you need a Tums?
I be in the restroom for a while because like I get lost in there, right? Like
You don't gotta
I'll be
explain to us.
I'll be
We
taking
know.
a shit
We know.
and then I'll be on my phone like handling business, whatever, doing shit for partners.
Oh, wait.
Right, that's
Okay.
No, pause, right?
Okay.
But like doing, like putting the videos and shit, the itinerary and the agenda and shit together and stuff, whatever.
Middle of the night?
Yeah,
Middle of the night. Fuck that.
I check out my music. I like look up
not in
news
the middle of
topics.
the night.
News topics.
Generations.
No, if I'm in the restroom in the middle of the night,
Topics on Pornhub. Let me see.
look,
what's up.
if I'm up in the middle of the night and it's literally like 2:00 or whatever, if I'm up in the restroom, it's because I'm taking the shit. Or
I did.
Does that make you horny?
come on now, yeah.
I mean,
Or I do, right?
Okay, yeah. I mean, shit. You know, taking shit. Hey, bitch your dick. Bitch your dick.
Hey, have y'all seen that video? I'm popping that shit off, nigga.
I want to help him. I want to help him normalize masturbation. I want to help
Right.
him normalize it.
So you're at name.
No, you're not helping me, like.
No, what I'm helping.
are you talking about, like, our listeners?
Socially,
Right.
like society. But because like there's this negative stigma, not necessarily.
It's an embarrassing thing because normally your mom or your older brother or sibling.
Well, I mean that's.
I've caught my
You
yeah.
ever call Chris? You and Chris ever call each other?
No.
No.
Courtney apparently has never masturbated ever in his
I've
life.
experienced that with my brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, we caught each other.
All right.
But it wasn't embarrassing. It was funny. Like Sam
Yeah.
said. I was like, nigga, put your dick up.
All right, that's all we have for this episode of the season finale of season 5 of the POTNAS Podcast.
ending
We
on a
have
dick
been
note.
delivering
Ending
our
on a
perspective on topics, news, and shit.
dick.
Let's make a toast, shall we? Let's do a toast.
Damn, man.
A toast
Topics
to
and dicks. You ain't never supposed to look like me.
what are we toasting to, gentlemen and Sandman First Lady?
Man.
To a hell of a season. Another season down successfully.
Another season down.
Toast to another season.
One down.
Drake.
2 down. 3 down.
No
I
drink.
was trying to insert some innuendo, but I feel like we have had quite enough.
Yeah.
What is that? Is that the set? What that is?
Yeah.
That's 5.
Fifth Ward.
All right, let's go around. Sandman,
Yeah.
What?
what's your toast?
Oh, okay.
Who you want to toast
Okay,
to?
cool. Yeah.
Everybody gives a toast.
Take us home, Sam.
Take us home.
Take us home.
5-5.
The end of a good season.
4-4.
Thanks for being a
Looking
woman's
for
voice.
furthermore?
Yeah. All right.
I'm a woman's voice, but I'm not the woman's voice.
That's a good way to put that. I love it. Because I am my nigga, but I'm not. I am the nigga too, so it don't matter.
It ain't on you, it's in
It's
you.
in me. There we go. Pause.
You know what I'm saying?
Dino?
You know what I'm talking about? I would have to say, I would toast to growth and to giving room for exploration, because this season was, like they said, different from previous ones. We took time to kind of just, see what happened. This was highly explorative and it was fun. So I say shouts to that.
Yeah. Come on now.
This is a toast to being. Wow, I just cracked my voice. This is a toast to being very vulnerable.
Hey,
Courtney made it,
and to
Courtney about to go to sleep.
but he's still up.
Yeah.
Never would have made it. Never. Toast to vulnerability and
what's up? What's up? You the nigga getting them guys. Nigga. Oh yeah. And I follow that ass and I'm on. Take it home, make it. Number. Oh yeah. It's the business, baby. All right.
Courtney said vulnerability.
Juggle them balls.
Whoa. Jonathan? What do you toast to?
Are you done with your toast? All right, cool.
Masturbation.
Toast to just us, the consistency, all right? And toast to our listeners for believing in us and sticking with us through all the hiatuses that we've had throughout the year and a half. And we're going to continue to deliver our perspective on topics, news, and shit, and deliver the stuff that you all need to get through, because we know that podcasting and us sharing our topics and our perspective is therapeutic for you all, and it's therapeutic for us. All right, so we're all growing together, we're all evolving together. We're gonna keep this train going, and we'll see y'all in season 6. We are to be back, I think, sometime at the end of September or October. All right, so we will be in the fall, and this will probably be, I think, our first season in the fall, like going into the winter time. All right. So we're excited for.
Well, it didn't start during that time, but the freeze,
right?
But yeah,
the freeze.
Yeah. Well, it was like the cap of the end of the winter, right?
Yeah.
But so toast to that, and with that said,
props to you, props to me,
right? All right, cheers. Yep.
To drinking.
Yep.
This is officially empty for those watching.
Yeah.
I put some what you call it on top of that, man.
All right. Well, with that said, we are out, ladies and gentlemen.
Now tuning into the sounds of the POTNAS Podcast.
All right. To another successful season. Thank you for listening to season 5. You can follow the POTNAS on all social media platforms, starting with Coolin' and Poolin'. That is COOLINAND. POOLIN. All right, that is our partner Bradley Poole. That is not with us right now on this episode, but he will be back next season. Dino,
man, you can find me at the dictionary THE_DIXONARY.
All right, Sam Bam.
That she is Sam Bam. I'm not spelling it. Hey.
All right, she is Sam Bam. All right, Courtney.
Mama Sam.
He is. No, I'm playing.
You wish you could be that cool.
Courtney J. Yeah, my name.
Courtney J. Coleman. All right, cool. Y'all can follow me at JT Got Soul. That's JT Got SOLI. Oh, shit. SOLE. Shit, my bad. Follow POTNAS Podcast at POTNAS Podcast on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube for all of our latest content. Make sure that you check in the visuals on Thursdays, and the audio comes out every Monday. All right. And then visit our website, www.podnaspodcast.com, to stream all of our previous episodes. Leave us a 5-star review if you enjoyed this episode, and we appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all in October. Season 6, baby. Oh, yeah.